When you get your primary care from Memorial Health System, you get same or next day appointments, access to 24-hour nurse line, and now free virtual urgent care with our Memorial Care Now app. It's the great primary care you'd expect. Fast, online treatment anytime for common urgent conditions. To learn more, visit mhsprimarycare.org today.
Mr. Marshall.
Memorial Health System's primary care. Expect more.
What do folks look for in a home? Your guess is as good as mine, but I must say, if you work with McCarthy Real Estate, we've seen it, we know it, and how to get to it. You can't beat experienced local service. It's a great time to list as demand is at an all-time high. With global access to potential buyers moving into our area, we are out in front on turnkey deals. Plus, we're there for you to navigate the appraisal, inspection, and banking process. McCarthy Real Estate, 2nd Street, Marietta, and at mariettarealestate.com.
Working together. That's the key to better health care for you and your family. And now the doctors and specialists at Memorial Health System and Mayo Clinic are joining forces. They'll use Mayo Clinic's expertise to resolve the hard-to-solve medical problems. For you, that means peace of mind and access to the finest medical knowledge anywhere, right here at home. Memorial Health System and Mayo Clinic, working together. That's expecting more. Memorial Health System, proud member of the Mayo Clinic Care Network. Visit mhsystem.org/Mayo.
Welcome back here on the pregame. Jason Shobe, our guest and coach, just minutes from kickoff here. Got to feel the energy, good crowd, beautiful night, week 10 of high school football.
Yeah, for sure. And this is what you play high school football for. Both teams are 6-3 in a rivalry game with a lot on the line. So it should be a great atmosphere.
A lot on the line. A win tonight. Have some things go your way. Pretty good playoff chance for them, though. I know that's not the talk this week in practice.
For sure. And that's what we talked about. Control what we can control. I didn't even tell the kids the scenarios for the playoffs because it doesn't matter. It's important that we end on a high note and then let the cards fall where they may afterwards. And we'll talk about that afterwards. But hopefully we're come away with a win.
What do you like about your team right now best going into week 10?
The biggest thing is the cohesiveness and the team unity we have. We have a lot of yes or no sir kids, and when they face adversity and when things get tough, they really rally together, and that showed last week when they've had a couple tough losses. They battled back, kept fighting, couldn't speak highly of these kids.
Final question for you, Coach. A couple keys of the game against their offense that can have some explosive plays. Defense is pretty physical.
Yeah, I think their offense is very explosive, like you said, and so for us, defensively is limiting big plays as much as we can because they have kids that can hit home runs anytime, and then for us offensively, it's I think limiting middle mistakes. If we can have long, sustained drives, I think that's our key for success, and hopefully we'll do that tonight.
Coach, really appreciate a few minutes of your time.
I appreciate all you doing, and thanks so much, buddy.
It's the head coach of the Marietta Tigers, Jason Shobe. When we come back, we'll take a look at starting lineup some more. You're listening to High School Football.
Mid-Ohio Valley football fans, discover the comprehensive online insight and coverage offered by MOVGridiron.com. Join Brett Hauer as he brings you exclusive interviews with coaches and players, detailed written stories, and dive deep into Game of the Week coverage. Plus, stay up to date with the latest stats and expert analysis throughout the entire season. If you're passionate about high school football, MOVGridiron.com is your go-to online destination for everything you need. Visit MOVGridiron.com today, where football lives online.
When the day is done and the rig is safe and sound back home, the folks at Fisher Auto Parts give gratitude to a community for the support. Fisher Auto Parts understands the tradition of auto parts in this area. That's why when you present discount code FISHER24 to any team member during checkout, you'll receive 10% off your purchase. Fisher Auto Parts, with locations in Marietta, Parkersburg, Waterford, and Cambridge, stocking the right parts, backing the local team, and proud to support their respective communities they serve.
Looking for a career change or advancement? Washington State College of Ohio offers over 40 degree and certificate options, ranging from nursing to robotics. Washington State's dynamic programming provides a pathway for you to develop in-demand skills and gain the knowledge you need to advance your career. With flexible scheduling and affordable tuition, Washington State College of Ohio in Marietta helps you balance your education with your busy life and budget. Visit wsco.edu to start your journey toward a more rewarding career.
Back here on a Friday night, week number 10 of the high school football season. Aaron Cassidy, Bill Parks, and Derek Jones back at the studio. Appreciates you tuning in tonight as well as the Marietta Tigers and the Warren Warriors get set to hook up for about 6 minutes from kickoff, and it is a jam-packed press box. Fans and the away side's filled up with the stands. It is filled up here on the home side. Student sections have come in, Bill. Rivalry game, playoff implications, league title potential. You can't ask for any more.
That's exactly what I was going to say, Aaron. It's great to be here tonight, and great facilities again here at Warren. What
they've done here in the last few years is incredible. But besides that, we've got one whale of a football game tonight, Aaron. These two big teams, a very big game, like you said, implications with playoffs, the league. They're both identical records in the league, identical records overall. It's going to be it's either going to be a low-scoring, grinding football game, or we're going to see a lot of points, one or the other.
Yeah, and so you have a Warren team coming in, and you talk about a lot of points. They have some playmakers all around. They like to establish the run. They will come out in a single wing or line up with a wing back and out of the shotgun, and they'll go 2 tight end set, no wide receivers, and then all of a sudden they'll jump into 5 wide. So they can throw different looks at you, but a team with their quarterback in Sealy who can run and throw.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, it all goes around Sealy and his ability to be able to run and throw, a dual threat quarterback, and he does a great job back there. He's got a really good arm. Gets the ball around. He gets it around to a lot of different guys. Sometimes struggles a little bit under pressure. He has a tendency of throwing interceptions, going all the way back to that Point Pleasant game where he threw a few. But all in all, though, he's thrown 150 times this year. He's coming into this game. He's connected on 90 of those, Aaron. He's got 1,588 yards, 16 touchdown passes. So obviously a really good season so far for Sealy. But, he's got a stable running backs back there too, and that's led by Carr. He's a junior. He's a strong back. He's patient. He's got 101 carries. He's up over 550 this year. He averages 5.5 a carry. So obviously he's a strong guy, likes to fall forward. But those guys on the perimeter, Aaron, he likes to really hit those guys on the perimeter. I mean, you look at Pepper right now. He's got 45 catches, 708 yards, 6 touchdowns. He can create separation. He's a decent route runner as well. But then you can't count out Cressley. 20 catches for him offensively, 556. So a lot of big numbers, a lot of playmakers. And if you go and look into their stats, you'll see those guys have a lot of long completions and runs as well.
We're going to take a timeout, come back. We'll preview the Marietta Tigers. After this timeout, you're listening to the voice of the Tigers.
The Fry Dental Group is a longtime sponsor of the Marietta High School Tiger Big Drill, player of the game. Not just a player, could be a play, could be a fan in the stands, could be a cheerleader, it could be you. Tune in to WMOA for every Tiger broadcast and listen close for the Marietta High School Tiger Fry Dental Group Big Drill, player of the game, brought to you by Dr. Brett Fry, Dr. Derek Howell, Dr. Amanda Boggs, and the staff at Fry Dental Group.
Shop Apex True Value Hardware for great bargains of the month. Clean up tough messes on the job, at home, or in the car with Vac-Master's Professional Beast Series 5-gallon wet dry vac for $79.99. Keep yourself and your loved ones safe with the First Alert's plug-in carbon monoxide alarm that allows for continuous monitoring during power outages. Just $17.99. Don't miss out. Get these bargains of the month while supplies last at Apex True Value Hardware, 7th and Green Streets, Marietta.
Every year, millions of people fall victim to fraud. At People's Bank, we're committed to providing our communities with resources to safeguard their financial accounts no matter where they bank. Follow these preventative steps to minimize your risk. Monitor activity with mobile banking alerts. Be cautious of unsolicited emails, calls, and texts claiming to be from your bank. Most importantly, never share your banking credentials, debit card number, or PIN number. People's Bank. Working together, building success. Member FDIC.
National anthem performed here tonight by the Warren Band as we're in Vincent for the Marietta Tigers and the Warren Warriors. Bill, a quick rundown of the Tigers. Team, no question, they're going to want to run the football. We saw it last week. I never did see the official time of possession, but a 48-minute game, they probably possessed it 30 to 35 minutes.
Yeah, I tell you what, Aaron, they ran 64 plays on offense as well. I mean, they obviously controlled the line of scrimmage. They controlled the time of possession, and it was a huge win for Marietta against a Point Pleasant team that we thought coming in was going to, maybe be a little more of an even tilt. Marietta winds up pretty much controlling that football game. And it wasn't without a big game from Britton. Once again, 163 yards on the ground. Just the offense for Marietta last week just continued to grind, but it wasn't just the offense. Defense played fantastic, only giving up 3 points to Point Pleasant, a Point Pleasant team that actually, I think the Warren put up 44 on Point Pleasant just a few weeks ago. And then, obviously Marietta's defense stiffens up, gets a huge win. But it's going to be interesting here tonight. I think that Marietta is going to have to do a lot of the same things we saw last week in controlling the line of scrimmage, controlling the time of possession, capitalizing on turnovers, obviously forcing those turnovers. But it's going to have to take some mistake-free football again here tonight. But I think Marietta's got a pretty good shot of coming out on top. And then, obviously, everything on top of it was being Warren, the rivalry game, the implications, when it comes to the league and the playoffs. I mean, the emotions are going to be high here tonight, but you can't let it get too far out either. You got to be able to, keep it reeled in.
Here's the way the league looks. Marietta, if you're a Tiger fan, you want tonight Point Pleasant to beat Fort Fry. If you win, you win the league title because you get the head-to-head. And Warren, if they win, they want Point Pleasant to lose, and they want Fort Fry to win that game because they beat Fort Fry right here. So pretty simple when you look at it. Comes down to Marietta. You want the Cadets to lose. If you're Warren, you want Point Pleasant.
But it's so strange how all that works out, though, because you look at a Marietta team that lost to Fort Fry, right, and then a Fort Fry team that lost to Warren. Yeah. And a Warren team that lost to Point Pleasant, but yet we beat Point Pleasant, and that's high school football for you, and how one Friday night can swing one way or the other on emotion, or maybe a one or two banged up guys for a night can really mix up the entire league.
Tiger pregame tonight has been brought to you by Stewart Photography on Glendale Road in Marietta. Stewart Photography has been capturing the traditions and students for many years at Marietta High School. This is their chance to thank those many students and parents for entrusting Stewart Photography to capture those special moments. Call Stewart Photography today at 374-4564. Mark and Karen say go Tigers. Set up the Tiger playoff scenario. Tiger win tonight. They need 3 of these 4 things to happen. They need Lyndon McKinley loss, which is likely to happen because they play an undefeated team. They need an Independence loss, which is likely to happen because they too play a team that's either 1 or 2 losses. And then the 2 others that they would need one of these to happen. Sheridan has to lose or Hamilton Township has to lose. Both of those are 50-50 games. If you look at just the Drew Pasteur, his rankings and everything, those are going to be 50-50 toss-up. Marietta just needs 3 of those 4. That's why they have the 92% chance if they win tonight to get in, because those scenarios are kind of in their favor a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you really hate to have to count on anybody. You don't want to get in that situation, but nevertheless, it's week 10, and you're in that situation. You're not really playing for your own destiny.
Mr. Marshall.
You got to get the win, obviously, but even the win doesn't guarantee you're in. So they'll need a little bit of help here tonight. But before that, they're going to have to help themselves because we're ready for kickoff here on week 10, Aaron. Big, huge game, and I'll tell you what, this is going to be a good one.
Warren, on the other hand, I did go through their complete scenarios. They need a lot more help than that, with about a 28% chance of Warren to get in. So here we go. It's the Tigers set to kick off. Braxton Lang set to kick this one off. You have Carr and Fairbanks back deep, and here comes a little onside kick. It's going to be recovered by Marietta. Oh, my. How about the Tigers there?
Wow, what a great job there by the Tigers. Great execution, but an even better play call right there. I know you figure they were wanting to get the football to start this game out. Warren took the ball, but Marietta takes it back. What a huge swing already here in the beginning of this game to just take this Warren crowd out on the first play of the game.
How about Braxton Lang? Couldn't have kicked that better. And then I think he's the one that jumped on it and recovered it. So here we go. Under center goes Warden. Sends a man in motion. They're going to dive it to Kobe Alexander right side. A little bit of room as he's going to fall forward down to the 45-yard line. Gets 3 on the play. So Marietta kicked it off. Warren won the toss. Chose to take the football. Marietta goes with an onside kick, and that's just something you see on film.
Yeah, absolutely. You see it on film, but you have to execute that. I mean, if you don't, then you're giving up a really good field position to Warren.
A give on the left side. Here comes Britton, and he's going to fall forward and be shy of a first down, but the penalty flag is in the area of a hold, and I saw one of the Tigers laying on one of the Warren Warriors, so I think this one's going to come back for a hold.
I think they might get a chop block in there as well. I think
a high-low?
Yeah.
And that's exactly what they're going to do. Is if you have a guy engaged, someone can't go low.
Yeah, and it's just a safety call. I mean, you obviously don't want anybody, blowing a knee out. So, it's safety call, but unfortunately for Tigers, that's going to back them up. That's going to take them back to 2nd down and 10. They will replay that 2nd down, but
Yeah,
second down and 20, here for the Tigers.
So Warden and company will scrimmage from their own 40. Something you got to keep an eye on is Warden's legs in this game. We've started to see it over the last few weeks. When he goes to throw, if he doesn't go with his first guy, he will keep the ball. We've seen the last few weeks, and he's been fast with it. Here comes Warden, right on cue. He's going to keep it around the left edge. Warden across the 50 into Warren territory, so he gets much of that yardage that they lost back at the original line of scrimmage. It'll bring up third down to 10.
Great job there, yeah, and right on cue, Aaron, as you called it, but just a good decision there. Nothing downfield. Great job there by Warden, just pulling that down and getting north, and a great job finishing. I mean, he didn't slide there, and he put his shoulder down, tried to get up a couple extra yards, but third down and 10 here for the Tigers.
Split Owen Riley to the left, and Warren's going to have to burn the timeout early as they run a guy off late. 10:54 to go, first quarter. Timeout on the field. We'll take one with them. It's Marietta nothing, Warren nothing. You're listening to the voice of the Tigers.
On any given day, it's refreshing to hear the mower start, the chainsaw fire up, and the car clicking on all cylinders. Fisher Auto Parts salutes the folks who keep things running. Fisher Auto Parts, all things auto parts. Present discount code Fisher24 to any team member during checkout to receive 10% off your purchase. Your friends at Fisher Auto Parts get excited about youth sports in our area and even that backyard game down the street. Fisher Auto Parts, with locations in Marietta, Parkersburg, Waterford, and Cambridge, staying connected to what's important.
Hi, this is Seth with Miller.
Third down and 10 for the Marietta Tigers as they start off the game with an onside kick. It was placed perfectly by Lang, who ended up getting on it, and he didn't touch it before the 10 yards. That was the key. And then Marietta would have had second and short, but a chop block takes them back to second and long, and now they have third down and 10 as they come out of the shotgun with two wingbacks and two wide receivers. Warden's going to look to throw. Has a man across the middle. That's going to be caught by Owen Riley inside the 30. Somersaults down to the 27-yard line, and a Tiger first down. They occupied the middle with the two wingbacks, and they sent Owen Riley on a slant.
Well, I tell you what, and it was Warden with just an absolute frozen rope across the middle. A great route there by 14 and Riley, but boy, he hit Riley in mid-stride on that slant. It was a little bit deeper than a slant, almost a deep cross.
Yeah, almost a post, right?
Almost a post route, yeah, but I mean, it was on the money.
Tigers go with two running backs in the backfield. They give on that left side. Here goes Seth Britt getting around the edge. Here goes Britton, and he's going to be down near the 21-yard line. Rarely you see Seth leave his blockers and go around the edge. He does there because it's wide open. Marietta gets 7, maybe 6. It'll bring up second and 4 for the Tigers at the Warren 21-yard line. 10:03 to go here in this first quarter of play. Score tied at 0.
Great awareness there by Seth and seeing that on the outside. The far side of the football field, far side for what Warren defense got sucked in, but the Tigers were able to seal that edge, and Britton picks up a big one.
Wing back on the right. Here comes a Kobe Alexander. Dive play up the middle. Gets a couple on it. Sets Marietta up. Third down and 3, let's call it. 3rd and 3 with 9:46 to go. Ball's at the 19-yard line. Tigers have to get to the, let's call it 17, Bill. So 3rd and 2 for Marietta. Score tied at 0. First drive of the game here for Marietta after they recover an onside kick to start the game. They've already picked up 1 third down and long, and they split Riley out to the left. They're going to turn and give to Britton on the right side. He's initially stopped, now falls forward. Going to be shy of the first down. I don't even think this is much of a decision. I think you're going to see Coach Shope definitely go for it. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a half yard, bring a 4th down and 2. A nice job of the linebackers coming downhill for this Warren team.
Yeah, coming downhill, and a great job up front there, too, just plugging up that gap. There was nowhere to go for Britton as he wanted, like off right guard, right guard, but he had to stutter step and bounce back in, and the linebackers caught up with him.
4th and 2. They give left side to Britton. Has a little bit of room. Britton now is going to cut it up inside the 10, and he's going to be pulled down from behind at the 6-yard line. Britton again, there's something on that left side that's opening way up, and it's not in tight like he normally hits it. It's on the edge.
It seems like they're really just trying to pack the box in there and really get as many guys in between the tackles, because that's where Marietta's bread and butter has been all year long. But right now, Marietta able to bounce it out. But got to credit, I think it was Plogger on that far side there, just sealing that edge and opening up the outside. And good, again, another really good read there by Britton.
8:32 to go, first half of play. First quarter, Marietta on a 1st and goal from the 7. Britton gets the carry right side. Now he's going to cut it up, puts his foot in the ground, gets down near the 5-yard line. Again, it's hitting a little on this sweep play. We've seen it all season after the gain of 2. Hits so tight inside. Warren's really keeping packed in there, and Britton has the edge, and I think they're adjusting to it as Marietta.
Yeah, it looked like there was, a little less room maybe on that one right there, and it forced Britton to put his foot in the ground and just try to get what he could. But, that's going to force Warren to play a little further outside, which was going to open up opportunities up the middle.
Chavez in motion. Give on the left side to Kobe Alexander. Into the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown, Marietta from 5 yards out. A little dive to the left. And it is Marietta 6-0. And Coach Payton does have a little argument down here. Bill, the left tackle for Marietta got started just a little soon. No flag. Touchdown will stand. And it's a point after attempt here by Braxton Lang.
A great start here for the Tigers coming off of the opening onside kick. And it doesn't mean anything, Aaron, unless you can capitalize on it. And the Tigers take it right down the field and put it in for 6 and looking for 7.
Lang makes it 7-0 with the point after attempt. 7:42 to go. New score here in the first quarter. It's Marietta 7, Warren with the football when we come back.
Hi, this is Seth with Miller Home Services, your go-to for top-notch heating and air conditioning solutions. Stay comfortable year-round with a new heating and air conditioning system. 0% financing options available on all new installs. Don't let budget constraints stop you from enjoying a cozy home. Trust Miller Home Services for reliability and affordability. Give us a call at 740-896-5035. Miller Home Services, building a better community one home at a time.
At Honest Fred's Flooring, we don't care who wears the pants in the family, who makes the decisions, or who gets the credit, as long as the buck stops here. At Honest Fred's Flooring, we want you to be where your feet are. And ideally, that's in one of our 3 showrooms. Our simple advice, put one foot in front of the other. And if it's not on Honest Fred's Flooring, why bother? Come see for yourself. Honest Fred's Flooring, Marietta, Parkersburg, Spencer, and honestfreds.com.
Squig kick going to be fielded at the 30-yard line here for Warren. Working his way out across into the 45 to the 44-yard line. And weaving in and out of traffic was, I believe, number 84, Plummer. Could be wrong. I couldn't tell if it was a 44 or an 84, although they don't have a 44 on their roster. But they're dangerous on the kick returns. They had one last week in the second half to start it against Fort Fry.
Nevertheless, a pretty good return, too. They're going to give him all the way up to the 50-yard line. They're going to mark it right at midfield, actually, Aaron. And now Warren going to come out and see if they can answer to a big start for the Tigers.
Right at the 50-yard line, the Warrior scrimmage. 2 wingbacks on the left side. Heavy set to that left. Now they move it to the right. Out of the shotgun, here comes Seeley, and the Tigers jump. As there's no flag, though, and back across the 50 to the 48-yard line, Marietta jumped off sides. There was no flag, and it's going to bring up 2nd and 8. Wow, that's 2 breaks for Marietta. 1 on the touchdown. 2nd down and goal from the 5. They got started just a little bit. That one I could see where they this one, he came across. And so 2nd down and 9 for the Warriors, moving from right to left. 7:20 to go, first quarter. Marietta leads 7-0. Warren again with no wide receivers. Big set. And they're going to look to throw out of the shotgun. It's going to be a throw. Pepper's wide open. Going to make the catch at the 20. He's down to the 10, to the 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown. So they answer right back. Pepper somehow gets behind everyone. And they find him for a 48-yard touchdown.
Yeah, in pregame, Aaron, I said Pepper, he has the ability to create his own separation. That time he did it with his feet. He burnt the Marietta secondary down the field. It was just a foot race. He got all the separation he needed, but it was a perfect pass by Seeley. And that'll go down as Seeley's 17th touchdown pass of the season.
Yeah, what a throw by Seeley. Point after attempt's up and good. So here we go. Buckle up. 7:07 to go. First quarter. It's Marietta 7, Warren 7. You're listening to the voice of the Tigers.
The Fry Dental Group is a longtime sponsor of the Marietta High School Tiger Big Drill, player of the game. Not just a player, could be a play, could be a fan in the stands, could be a cheerleader, it could be you. Tune in to WMOA for every Tiger broadcast and listen close for the Marietta High School Tiger Fry Dental Group Big Drill, player of the game, Brought to you by Dr. Brett Fry, Dr. Derek Howe, Dr. Amanda Boggs, and the staff at Fry Dental Group.
Shop Apex True Value Hardware for great bargains of the month. Clean up tough messes on the job, at home, or in the car with Vac-Master's Professional Beast Series 5-gallon wet dry vac for $79.99. Keep yourself and your loved ones safe with the First Alert's plug-in carbon monoxide alarm that allows for continuous monitoring during power outages. Just $17.99. Don't miss out. Get these bargains of the month while supplies last at Apex True Value Hardware, 7th and Green Streets, Marietta.
Kickoff to Marietta, going to be taken by Tornes, looking for some running room out across the 20. Takes a big hit down near the 24-yard line. So 7:01 to go, first quarter. Marietta 7, Warren 7. If you missed the first 4 minutes of the first quarter, you missed a lot. Marietta onside kick, gets the recovery, turns it into a 50-yard drive, or a little less than 48, honestly, and get into the end zone for a touchdown. And then Warren gets a nice return on their kickoff. They get it out into Marietta territory at the 48, and it was Cressy to Pepper on a 48-yard touchdown pass. And so, or excuse me, Seeley to Pepper, and it made it 7-7. Tigers with the football. They split Lucas Miller out to the right. They set a man of motion, give on the left side. It's Britton going to fall forward as he's met by Bookman. Bookman pulls him down for a gain of 1. It'll bring up second down and 9 for the Tigers. Bookman, big fella up there, Bill. Up front, number 77. He is 6'6", 310, and he is weight room strong.
Yeah, great job just plugging the inside of the field right there, and there was nowhere to go for the ball carrier for Marietta. And I tell you what, this Tiger offensive line needs to get back into shape like we saw last week where they were just moving the line.
Give the Britton left side. He has the edge, and he gets up across the 30 to the 32-yard line. It's going to bring up third down and 3 here for the Tigers.
And that's what we were seeing right there, Aaron. This is what we saw last week. We saw Marietta linemen downfield 5, 6, 8 yards downfield making blocks. That's what we saw right there, and it was a nice pickup. Bring up third down and short here for the Tigers. Looks like it's going to be about third down and 2 here. So in a little spot where Marietta trying to keep the sticks moving.
Third down and 2 for the Tigers. They give to Britton on the right. Penalty flags this time do fly. See if Marietta didn't get a false start called here, illegal motion. So they'll move it from 3rd and 2 back to 3rd and 7.
That goes from a situation for Marietta's offense right there, Aaron, where you could imagine they were going to run the football in a 3rd and short. Now it spreads things out a little bit in a situation where you might see them go to the air. But don't discount, like you said earlier, Warden. Yeah, try to use his feet here if we can see that secondary running downfield.
3rd and 7 from their own 38. And they lean forward again this time, and another false start going to be on the Tigers this time. On this right side, the wingback leaned a little bit up forward. So it'll bring up third down now and make it 13 for the Tigers. Ball at the 33-yard line. They have to get it all the way up to the 35. And I said the 33. I didn't mean the 33. I meant the 23-yard line.
It's already 3 offensive penalties here for Marietta. It's got them playing behind the chains once again.
Out of the shotgun, Wharton. He's going to look to throw, a little stutter and go. He has a receiver down the left sideline and just overthrows him a little bit. Owen Riley out and had his man down the sideline a tad, but Wharton only put it where he was going to catch it, no one did. And a punting situation here for the Tigers. So it'll bring Braxton Lang back to punt this one away. 5:26 to go first quarter. Score tied at 7. And an explosive first 4 minutes of this game.
It's like Warren's dropping 2 guys back deep for this return.
They show a little bit of a rush up front. Now they're going to drop. Lang's going to get a beautiful boot end over end that's going to be caught at the 38. Some running room here, though, for the return man, who's going to get out near the 50-yard line. So a gain of 12 on the return and outkick the coverage in that situation did Lang. And again, Warren will have it out near midfield.
Yeah, right where they started their last drive, Aaron, right at the 50-yard line. So let's see what Warren comes out with here. Obviously, they had a lot of success throwing the football, at least one time on that last drive, and it went for 6.
5:15 to go, first quarter. Score tied at 7. Warren with the football at the 50, right in front of the logo, right in the middle of the logo, I should say.
What do you think? They come back out throwing the football, or going to start trying to control that clock?
I think they want to control the clock, but, I mean, it's always a good option when you have these receivers that they have. And they come out and spread Marietta out a little bit out of the shotgun with 2 wide receivers. And now Warren moves off sides in an illegal formation. So, you know, I don't think in the first 4 minutes either team had any time to be scared or worried or have those nerves, I should say, not scared, but have the nerves. Now it's slowed down a little bit. You're seeing some mistakes.
Yeah, they didn't have the opportunity for the nerves. It started so fast for both schools. But it's kind of calming things down a little bit here. Looks like Marietta did a pretty good job there of a little bit of a quick adjustment on the defensive side. Just they kicked Plogger out real quick, and it seemed like when they kicked Plogger out to the outside, it might have forced a jump there on the Warren side.
So first down and 15 for the Warriors. A little bit of a bobbled snap, and it's going to have to be a quarterback keeper up the middle and to the right. So Seeley's going to get the carry, pick up some of the yardage back. He gets 3 maybe. Bring up second down and 11. 5 minutes to go here in this first quarter play. Score tied at 7. Here in Vincent. Aaron Cassidy, Bill Parks with you on this week number 10 of the high school football season, and you can kind of just feel it in the air here. It's just you could cut the I'm going to call it nerves with a knife. It's just kind of hanging over the stadium here.
Watch play action here on this one.
Out of the shotgun, second and long here for the Warriors. Hard count by Seeley. And he's going to give on this left side, trying to work around the edge. And a nice job by Owen Riley coming up, knocking the running back or forcing him out of bounds. And that running back this time was Fairbanks. He does get 3, maybe 4, and it'll bring up third down and 9 for the Warren Warriors as they get into Marietta territory at the 49. So still out near that midfield marker. With 4:12 to go here in the first quarter, score time at 7.
Good job by Riley there, just using the sideline, squeezing down, forcing the ball carrier out of bounds, but even better job fighting through that block that was thrown out in front of him. He was trying to seal the corner for the ball carrier, but 14 fought through it and was able to get to the ball carrier, push him out of bounds to force third and long now.
3 receivers right, single receiver to left. High snap, but Seeley handles it. Throws a little out route on this near side. Pass is incomplete. 4th down and 9. See what Warren does. 4th down, you would assume a punt, but you never know. And so they will punt this one away. Nice coverage on this near side by Lucas Miller.
Yeah, really good coverage there. Lucas was all over that. He stayed in his break. He jumped on that ball, on that throw, and came through the wide receiver. It was high. It was kind of out of his reach anyway, but Miller was going to be there for a quick wrap-up and tackle. So 4th down, and Warren, don't be surprised if they try something here now.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you never know with this. Marietta's going to send a little bit of a rush. It's a low-line drive kick that gets away, going to be angled out of bounds down near the 20-ish. We'll see where this official marks it off. 3:43 to go, first quarter. It's Marietta 7, Warren 7, and he slowly walks up here and goes to the 20-yard line, and that is where Marietta will have first and 10 from the 20.
At the 20-yard line.
It was one that was a weird angle. I didn't see it. So did Coach Payton not like it?
I think Coach Payton should like that.
Oh, okay. So you think, okay, got it.
Yeah, I think Coach Payton should like that spot right there. I figured that one's going to be up closer up to around the 25-yard line, maybe even between 25 and 30. But
Warden under center. Sends Chavez in motion, and the senior quarterback rolls the throw. He's going to put it down the sideline. He's hit as he throws, and the ball sails on him, incomplete. It was a little high. He was intended receiver was in between 2 guys, and a good job by the defensive end getting up, and then a clean hit at the end, and Warden went down. He's okay, but a nice clean hit.
Pretty good pass there by Warden, though. He threw it where only his man could get to it. He was the only one going to have a chance for it. Outside shoulder toward the sideline, kind of overthrew it a little bit. He held on to the ball as long as he could. He was hoping somebody was going to come open, but inevitably I think he was just throwing that football away.
Lucas Miller going to split to the right. They're going to pitch it into the boundary here. Kobe Alexander around the corner takes a hit near the out-of-bounds marker after he gets 8, maybe 9 on the play. And, he likes to play like that, does Kobe. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2 with 3:22 and counting here in the first quarter. Score tied at 7. And Marietta has a 3rd down and short again. Last time on their last drive, the 3rd and short didn't work out for them because they went off that false start twice. So they picked up a 3rd and long. They picked up a 3rd and short tonight. Actually, they picked up a 4th and short.
You're right, Kobe is the kind of player that loves to be hit, so that's not going to bother him a bit.
Give on the right. Here goes Britton around the edge, looking for it, and he's going to be down near the first down marker. Depends where they take it.
They're probably going to end up measuring this one.
If they take the far official, it's a first down. If they take this near official, it's a half yard short. And it's the far official's mark. If it's right at the 30, that's where Marietta needed to get. Nose of the football's on the 30-yard line, and that's where the Tigers needed it for a first down.
That's a big play right there for Marietta.
That's a second effort by Seth Britton.
To be able to get that one across the sticks. Seth Britton extending the drive, and not only that, just it allows Marietta to continue to eat some time off the clock.
2:43 to go, first quarter, 7-7 our score. Tigers have it from their own 30, 1st and 10. Two backs in the backfield, a wing on the right. They give a quick hitter up the middle. Alexander, no running room there. And Marietta at the last second is going to be called for a hold as one of the linemen, as he was falling and the whistle was blowing, was bringing his guy down with two hands. I'm assuming that's what's going to be called.
But the funny thing is I saw what you saw, but I think it was actually might have been after the whistle.
I
would not be surprised if that goes against Warren.
Face mask going to be called on Warren. So I stand corrected. And Marietta, this will be the 15-yard variety. Wow, this is going to take it out near the 45-yard line. He must have really tugged on it because you don't see that very often. Usually they'll try to go with the 5-yard.
Yeah, it's usually the inadvertent 5-yard, but I tell you what, a big break there for the Tigers as they just get a fresh set of downs off of the second effort from Britton, and then a 15-yard penalty gets them closer out to the 45-yard line, close to midfield.
As they scrimmage with 2:20 to go in the first, tied at 7. Dive play up the middle, and he's going to be out near the 49-yard line and gets 4, 2nd and 6. And Bill, if he can get a little coaching on the sideline there, if Kobe keeps his eyes up, it's backside if he can hit it.
Well, I tell you what, that's
he runs so hard. Though.
Kobe's already he's not all that tall to begin with, but he runs hard and he runs low. That's the good thing is he falls forward, he picks up extra yards, those second extra yards. But the downside is it just diminishes your vision of the field.
Sure. I mean, it's kind of give and take, right? 2nd down and 6, minute 40 to go. Low snap. Warden handles it. Going to give up the middle. Here goes Britton. Puts his shoulder down. Oh, my. Britton is going to dive forward for a gain of 3 extra yards after he was hit and pick up a Tiger first down to the 44-yard line with a minute 32 to go in the first quarter. Score tied at 7.
Well, I tell you what, I actually don't know if that was Britton or if that was 15 again. That might have been Kobe.
I believe the carry was Britton. Was it Britton or Kobe on it? Kobe.
Yeah.
My apologies. So they went with the short side play on the left. So fool me once. Shotgun for the Tigers. And again, a give. Here comes Kobe Alexander. So they found a little something here to Marietta as they're coming out of the shotgun, and they're just running him a little bit left and right. Picks up another 4, maybe. Yeah, we'll give it 4 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 6. Under 1 minute to go, first quarter, score tied at 7. Marietta on a little bit of a drive as they scrimmage from the Warren 41.
I had the opportunity to talk to Kobe a little bit before the game down on the field there, and then you can just see it in his eyes. It's a different game, and he's an intense guy anyway. He plays hard, plays very physical, but you can see in his eyes that this Warren game really is meaning something, and he was going to come out and play hard. Now he's just ready to hit.
Shotgun again, give to Alexander. And he's going to put his head down and fall forward across the 35 to the 34. Right now, Marietta's offensive line out of the shotgun is just creating a second line of scrimmage. They're winning the battle up front. 21 seconds to go, first quarter. Score tied at 7. And Marietta will scrimmage from the 33 of Warren. And that might do it here for the first quarter. It is. They will scrimmage from the 33 of Warren. When we return, it's Marietta 7. Warren 7. You're listening to the voice of the Tigers.
1 or 2 or 10 things have changed since I got in the real estate business. Hi, this is Steve McCarthy of McCarthy Real Estate. Gone are the days when folks just stopped by 318 2nd Street in Marietta. Now you can find McCarthy Real Estate on Facebook with weekly featured listings or MariettaRealEstate.com. We have real phones and cell phones and GPS, although we know our way around. McCarthy Real Estate since 1953. You don't need good luck to find us, but you'll have it when you do.
Tonight's Tiger game made possible in part by the Mannix Allen Group at Merrill. They're located at 294 Front Street in downtown Marietta. Bill Mannix, a longtime local coach in our area, and Mackenzie Allen, the current president of Marietta Noon Rotary. They know that pursuing good outcomes takes preparation, hard work, execution, and being a part of the community. The same should hold true in business. Call Bill Mannix, Mackenzie Allen, and Sandra Crosby at 740-568-7860 to discuss the goals you want to pursue. Merrill Lynch, Pierce, Fenner & Smith Incorporated. Registered broker-dealer, registered investment advisor, member SIPC, and a wholly owned subsidiary of Bank of America Corporation.
12 minutes put on the second quarter clock. It is Marietta 7, Warren 7, and Bill, they're on a good, decent drive right here with the Tigers.
Yeah, decent drive. They've been able to move the sticks a couple different times, sustain this drive, eat some time off the clock here. Now we're starting out 12 fresh minutes in the second quarter. 7-7 tie here, but the Tigers moving the ball in Warren territory.
Out of the shotgun comes Warden, 2 wide receivers, gives Alexander right side, burst of speed. Kobe down inside the 30, a steady dose of Kobe Alexander right now as he picks up 5 on the play. Going to bring up 2nd down and 5 for the Tigers as we just start the second quarter. Score tied at 7. We got here by Marietta getting an onside kick, driving it down 48 yards for a touchdown. Warren Warriors on the ensuing kickoff get it out near midfield. They get a couple yards on 1st down, and then they hit a 48-yard touchdown pass from Seeley to Pepper, making it 7-7. Marietta now spreads out the Warriors. And again, left side carry. Here goes Kobe's breaking free into the secondary. Kobe Alexander inside the 20. He was so wide open, he wasn't sure where to go.
Kobe's actually seeking out contact at this point, Aaron. He makes it through the first line of defense, beyond the linebackers, untouched, through the line untouched, obviously, into that second level, and then he seeked out contact. He ran right for the safety. He's trying to run him over, but nevertheless, he moves the sticks again. Tigers, another fresh set of downs and just sustaining this drive.
Watch the play action off of this. 11 minutes to go here in the second quarter. They ran it 5 straight times, I believe, with Kobe Alexander. 7-7 our score. Tigers make it 6. Give to Alexander. A little stutter step. Alexander, how about the little side step he makes down to the 10-yard line, picks up 8. Oh, wow. Kobe Alexander started to the right, Bill, sidestep, kept forward, and picks up 8 from Marietta.
Yeah, that's the thing. And in his sidestep, Aaron, he was able to keep his forward momentum going. It never slowed him down. A great job there by Kobe, recognizing where that hole was going to be, made the first guy miss. And then falling forward once again, setting up 2nd down and 2 here for the Tigers. So, staying on schedule, you say.
As they scrimmage from the 10-yard line of the Warriors. Warden out of the shotgun. 7 straight carries now for Kobe Alexander as he twists down inside the 10 and picks up the Tiger. 1st down. It'll bring up a 1st down and goal from the 8 or 9 yard line as we approach the 10:06 mark, making the 10:08 mark here in the second quarter. Score tied at 7. 8 straight carries for Kobe Alexander on pretty much the same play, and it's working.
Yeah, you stick with what works, right? If it's not broke, don't fix it. Kobe Alexander just running physical tonight, but he's very decisive though too, Aaron. He's getting into that second level really quick as he's coming downhill pretty hard.
Receivers, 1 right, 1 left, and it's going to be a carry again to Alexander on this right side, and he picks up maybe a couple on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 7. And you got to be careful. Drew Warden, he's running this fake out. No one's paying attention to Warden on the side, and there's a Warren Warrior down on the field. So timeout on the are they going to call a timeout? Yeah, timeout on the field. 9:22 to go. It's Marietta 7, Warren 7. You're listening to Voice of the Tigers.
Hey, it's Dave Allen for Parmar Stores. The most wonderful time of the year is here. Of course, I'm talking about football season, and your local Parmar store is ready. Whether you're heading to the game or just catching it at home, Parmar has everything you'll need, from the drinks to the snacks and so much more. Download the Parmar app and sign up for the Parmar Rewards Cards for even more savings. West Virginia, Ohio, Maryland, Kentucky, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. Happy football. And if there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
These days, you've been giving more. Now it's our turn. When you get your primary care from Memorial Health System, you get same or next day appointments, access to 24-hour nurse line, and now free virtual urgent care with our Memorial Care Now app. It's the great primary care you'd expect. Fast, online treatment anytime for common urgent conditions. To learn more, visit mhsprimarycare.org today. Memorial Health System's primary care. Expect more.
Still tending to the Warren player down here to our left. After the gain of a couple by Marietta, it'll bring second and goal from the 7. For the Tigers, a score tied at 7. So the Warren Warrior, who's coming off under his own power, good to see. And then Marietta Tigers running back in Seth Britton. You haven't heard his name here the last couple times. They're taking a look at him on the sidelines right now, too. So it'll bring up second and goal here for Marietta. 9:22 to go, second quarter. Score tied at 7. 2 receivers to either side. And it's Tornes up top to the right. And left side is Owen Riley. And Warden's out of the shotgun with Kobe Alexander. Low snap. Warden's going to keep it on this left side. And they throw him for a loss of a couple, maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Bill, all drive long, it's been open, and now they stay with someone out there.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think that's the first time that somebody has stayed home on that, and it's a pretty good time to do it because they were able to stifle that run. Now 3rd down and 7, 3rd and goal actually here for the Tigers. See what they dial up. Keep your eye out into the flats here. See if they try to find Alexander in the flats, but also number 20. Blogger from that tight end position. He was actually catching the ball pretty well in pregame as well.
3rd and goal. Marietta rolls to the right, throws it out in the flats. Tornes was there. Pass is going to go incomplete. It'll be 4th and goal from the 8. Now, field goal situation here for Marietta.
I think this is obviously a no-brainer right in 44's wheelhouse, and Braxton Lang's going to come out and try and put this one in and give the Tigers back that lead. Looks like it's going to be about a 25-yard kick here for Braxton Lang. He did connect on from 20 last week in that win against Point Pleasant.
Yeah, this one's just a little to the left, not to the left hash. Hard count by Marietta. Actually, they kind of flinch a little bit. And so now it's 5 yards more, 30-yard field goal. See if that changes Coach Scho's decision at all.
I think he still feels pretty good from 30. As we've seen Braxton actually, he's not a deep kicker when it comes to kicking these field goals, but, I mean, from 30 yards, I mean, he could hit the 90 grand on game day on Saturday morning for sure.
So Marietta will try the field goal again. Snap back, hold down, Lang's kick. Oh, my, it is up. And there is no doubt that one's up and in. 8:43 to go, second quarter. It's Marietta 10, Warren 7. We'll be right back.
Mid-Ohio Valley football fans, discover the comprehensive online insight and coverage offered by MOVGridiron.com. Join Brett Hauer as he brings you exclusive interviews with coaches and players, detailed written stories, and dive deep into Game of the Week coverage. Plus, stay up to date with the latest stats and expert analysis throughout the entire season. If you're passionate about high school football, MOVGridiron.com is your go-to online destination for everything you need. Visit MOVGridiron.com today, where football lives online.
At Greenleaf Landscapes, we know our yard is like our oasis. That's why we promise all the material to make your landscape look and feel good. We have expert staff that is here to answer your questions, and we know the how-tos of landscaping it yourself. Whether it's vegetables, annuals, flowers, hanging baskets, our staff can help you pick out that perfect plant. We are a one-stop shop, and our staff is always willing to help. Find us at greenleaflandscapes.com and let our family take care of yours. Greenleaf Landscapes.
Tigers lead 10-7 after the 30-yard field goal by Braxton Lang. Ball's going to be returned here deep for Warren. Across the 10, 20, and up near the 25. Cut down at the 27-yard line. The return man of Fairbanks. A couple different Tigers in there, including number 19 from Marietta, Timmy Ryan.
Yeah, Timmy Ryan. Also Zach Carver, number 72 down there. All 5'9", 195-pound sophomore out there. I love those guys that are out there on special teams that just, they're fresh. There's a lot of those guys that come out there on those special teams fresh. They're going 110 mile an hour, and you can always see some pretty good hits.
8:37 to go, second quarter. It is Marietta 10, Warren 7. The Warriors will scrimmage from their own 26, first down and 10. No receivers split out, double tight end set. 2 wing backs on the right, and a running back on the right as well. They give up the middle. Some running room here for Fairbanks. Still running. Now breaks it out to the left. He's out across the 50 to the 40, and he's going to be dropped. A nice job recovering Chavez. Pulls him down at the 40-yard line where they're officially going to mark him.
Well, I tell you what, there was just nowhere to go in between the tackles, which is where that was designed to go. Obviously, the big package in there, they were trying to grind it. The Marietta Tigers defense were able to plug up the inside, but he got to that second level, and it was just one quick bounce to the outside, and he had nothing but green. Good job there by Chavez chasing them down, but the Warriors moving the ball now at the Tigers 40.
Out of the shotgun, here comes the Warriors. Right side's heavy side. They give up the middle. This one is going to be to Carr. He's good.
Side, but he was just running through arm tackles. Nobody bodied him up. Nobody squared up on him. It was nothing but arm tackles, and he broke through every one of them for 40.
Point after attempt here is going to be by Wilson. Snap back, hold down. The kick is up, and it is good. So here we go. 7:56 to go, second quarter. New score is 4-14, Marietta 10. You're listening to the voice of the Tigers.
Looking for honest, reliable heating and air conditioning services? Look no further than Miller Home Services. Why call us, you ask? Because we're your one-stop solution for all HVAC needs. Our team of skilled technicians are dedicated to providing top-tier service, maintenance, installation, and expertise. Plus, with our quality guarantee, you can trust we get the job done right the first time. Call us today at 740-896-5035. Miller Home Services, building a better community one home at a time.
This is Shelley from Honest Red's Flooring. I come into the showroom nearly every day, and even I can't believe all the choices we have. The flooring business has come a long way, and choices are good. Carpet, hardwood, laminate, tile, vinyl plank will help you get a feel for what works best in your space. In the ever-changing business of flooring, sometimes you don't know what you want. You just need to take a look. Come see us. Honest Red's Flooring, Marietta, Parkersburg, Spencer, and honestReds.com.
Pop-up kick going to be fielded by Timmy Ryan at the 30-yard line. He goes down right around the 30, but a good job by Ryan getting back. Well, it looked like a center fielder. First step was back, and he followed it. That's a tough kick to make, or a catch to make.
Yeah, good job there. Just, securing the catch in. I wasn't sure if he was just going to drop or not. He was going to try to make something happen there, but pretty good coverage by the Warriors coming down, tripping him up and dropping him at the 30-yard line. But not so bad of field position here for the Tigers. They're going to start this one from the 30. 7:53 to go here in the first half. Warren on top 14-10, but the Tigers looking to respond.
Seth Britton back into the game, gets the carry on the right side, puts his head down, still on his feet out near the 34-yard line. Oh, boy, they're going to mark him back at the 33-yard line. So a gain of 3 on the play to bring up second and 7 for Marietta. The nose of the football is up to 34. There we go. 2nd and 6 now for the Tigers. We're at 7:35 to go in the second quarter. It's 14-10. Warren. Marietta does get the football to end to start the second half. Remember, this game got started with the Tiger onside kick. They marched it down, scored. Warren promptly found a touchdown pass on the next possession. Field goal and another Warren touchdown has made it what it is right now. Out the flats, Kobe Alexander makes the catch after Warden rolls to his right. And Kobe goes down. I thought maybe the ball popped out, Bill, but it was a cleat that went up there.
It was really strange looking. Even the way he went down was kind of strange looking. But nevertheless, pretty good pitch and catch right there. Good job by Kobe finding a little room. I thought maybe it was going to be a little bit too close to Plogger on that cross, but they were able to separate just enough where they could find their way open. And a pretty good pitch and catch, and Tigers moving the ball.
Give right side to Britton. Looking for some room. He's going to be hit near the line of scrimmage. Maybe get one. 2nd and 9 for Marietta. 6:46 to go here in this second quarter. 14-10. Warren on top. 2 big chunk plays by the Warriors on their last drive. Set up by Fairbanks, and then Carr scooted around the left side for a touchdown, making it 14-10. Tigers looking to answer. They would like to take most of this clock off, you would assume, here in the second quarter.
Oh, you'd like nothing better than take most of this clock off and then be able to score and get the ball back at the beginning of the second half.
2nd and 9. They give Alexander left side. He is met on that edge That is Parr coming up and making the tackle, maybe for a loss of 2, and a bring up 3rd and long. 3rd and 11 now for Marietta. Momentum starting to swing a little bit in Warren's favor. 6:03 to go.
Well, I tell you, sorry, Aaron, stomp on you there, but I think this is a great opportunity right now. I know you need 11 yards to keep this drive alive, but this might be the opportunity for an inside screen, something like that, along those lines, to be able to surprise the backside of this Warren defense. So see if they run guys downfield deep to run the secondary off and try and sneak in behind them.
2 receivers to either side, 2 wing backs, Plugger out of the tight end spot. Ward's going to look to throw, has some room. He has a man on the wheel route, caught by Tornes into Warren territory down the right sideline at the 40, and a late hit going to come in here. Way out of bounds was the Tiger. And it would be marked at the 36. We'll see what this penalty is, but a big first down for the Tigers.
They're going to get Warren on a late hit right here. There's going to be a 15-yard personal foul late hit after that player, and then that's going to move the Tigers down all the way to probably about the 20-yard line or so when it's all said and done.
The ball would be at the 36 as it stands right now.
2 flags on the play.
2 flags on the play. I didn't see the second one. Offsetting. So we're hearing offsetting up here in the press box, but it would be at the 36. See, no official mark yet. 5:23 to go, second quarter. Score tie, 14-10, Warren on top. Saying used to that first quarter.
Oh, wow, they're going to back up the Tigers on this one. So maybe what I saw was just maybe even a retaliation, but they're just going to give it to the Tigers on this one, and Warren going to get away with one.
So they're going to go block in the back on Marietta, and then a dead ball personal foul on Warren, and a replay the third down.
Marietta, the flag was on the 40-yard line.
So
mark them all off and then bring it back again.
Yeah, so this will end up, instead of a 3rd and 11, it'll end up setting Marietta up with a 3rd and 6 maybe, because they mark off the Marietta foul on the hold, and then the post play 15 yards marks that 10 yards or 15 yards back after the 10.
So Marietta makes out 5 yards on it and replays the down. So third down, just quite possibly a passing situation here for the Tigers. See what they draw up.
2 wing backs, 2 wide receivers, same set. Out of the shotgun comes Ward. Send a man in motion. He's going to look to throw. Has some room. Now he's going to throw it out here to the sideline. Tornes makes the catch. Trying to dance out of a tackle. He was his check down. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. Does Tornes, and it's 4th down for Marietta. So Marietta with 4:55 to go will have to pump this one away out near midfield. And a good job by Warren staying on that check down here for Marietta. So 14-10 Warriors lead. Marietta with 3 timeouts, Warren with 2 timeouts. And so it is going to be a Braxton Lang punt with a 4th down and 6. Snap back, clean snap, but the ball is going to be partially blocked. It's going to hit at the 41-yard line. Coming in and getting a piece of it was David Dickel. And he just got a piece at the end. And so it is going to be really good field position. I feel like I've said that all night for the Warriors. They've had it really good out near midfield on most of their possessions. And at the 4:22 mark here in the second, 14-10, Warriors lead. Marietta looking for a defensive stand. Warriors trying to push this lead out a little bit more. After Marietta will get the ball after halftime. We'll see what. It's a big drive here, Bill.
Yeah, after the big play right there, too, and a little bit of momentum swing. See if Warren tries to take a shot here on first down.
Out of the shotgun comes Seeley. They're going to give Fairbanks on the left. Has some room. He's going to get out near the 50. Dump down at the 50-yard line, but not before he picks up 8. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 2. Right now, Warren's offensive line doing a really good job of getting low on Marietta and just clearing those guys out up front. 2nd and 2 with 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter. 14-10 Warriors lead as they move from left to right. Out near midfield on the right hash near us. Seeley out of the shotgun. Running back to his left. Hard count. Gives right side. Has some running room. Breaking a couple tackles. Here goes Fairbanks. down near the 30, and he's going to pick up Warren first down and more of 23 yards or so at the 30-yard line, and Warren right now has found something up the middle. They've
just a lot of room and a pretty good push up front from the front five, but just running through a lot of arm tackles from Marietta. Marietta just not doing a very good job right now wrapping guys up. They're hitting guys way too high, not getting low enough, and the big physical backs from Warren are just running through it.
They're lining everyone up on a strong side, and they're actually going back on the other side are the Warriors. Out of the shotgun, they're going to look to throw to Pepper. Now out the flat, ball caught by Carr. He's going to race down the right sideline and into the end zone. Both times, as you mentioned, Bill, arm tackles. He ran through 3 of them that you could count here for Marietta. 20-10 Warriors with 3:07 to go in the second quarter. The Warriors strike with a point after attempt pending here with 3:07.
Boy, it's just Marietta's not getting a body on anybody. It's all arm tackles, and boy, I tell you, there's all kinds of room. A good job there by Warren, capitalizing. 3:07 to go here. They just take a 10-point lead, looking for 11, pending the extra points.
Yeah, they're up front right now. Is really moving the ball offensively. That was the kind of key to the game, is how are they going to respond up front? Point after attempt is up and good. 3:07 to go. New score now. Here in Vincent, it's Warren 21, Marietta 10. You're listening to the voice of the Tigers.
Looking for a career change or advancement? Washington State College of Ohio offers over 40 degree and certificate options, ranging from nursing to robotics. Washington State's dynamic programming provides a pathway for you to develop in-demand skills and gain the knowledge you need to advance your career. With flexible scheduling and affordable tuition, Washington State College of Ohio in Marietta helps you balance your education with your busy life and budget. Visit wsco.edu to start your journey toward a more rewarding career.
Sure, Smitty's is known for the best local pizza, but when was the last time you went off the grid? Smitty's offers soups and salads, specialty subs, and selections from lasagna to chicken Alfredo, breadsticks, wings, or a burger, if that's your thing. Smitty's always has great pizza, but check the full menu, including dessert, at Smitty'sPizzaOhio.com. It's just good stuff. You'll find Smitty's Pizza in Belpre, Lowell, Marietta, and Reno.
3:07 to go here in the first. I almost said Marietta has to be careful for an onside kick. Here comes a bouncer. Going to be picked up by the Tigers out across the 35 to the 37-yard line. Literally, almost came out of my mouth. As it just kind of felt like Warren with this momentum would try something tricky. They do a little bit. And with 3:02, Marietta will have decent field position to start things off. Timmy Ryan got on that ball that popped into his chest on a squib kick. And 21-10 our score here in the second quarter. Marietta will scrimmage from their own 38-yard line with 3 timeouts.
Kind of surprised Warren would concede that field position right there with 3:02 to go.
Receiver, 2 of them to the left. And they're going to give, here goes Kobe Alexander. He's going to wrap up near the 44-yard line. He's going to get 6, maybe 7 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 4 for the Tigers. 2:49 to go as Marietta scrimmage out near the 48. And yeah, Bill, 44 to your point. That allows Marietta to run the ball a little bit.
Yeah, it gives them the opportunity to be able to have a little bit more of the clock with all that room.
Warden looking to throw. He's going to heave it down the right sideline and incomplete. Good coverage on this far side. Knocking it away was Cressy. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 4 for Marietta. 2:29 to go.
Well, it seemed like real tight coverage over there on that far side.
Yeah, Warden had to drag it out. Tornes ended up going away from trying to get down the sidelines. Cressy knocked it away. There was a defender under, too. Warden took a hit. He's okay, and they'll split Owen Riley to the right, and they'll have Tornes down here to the left. Out of the shotgun come the Tigers. They give up the middle. Here goes Kobe Alexander, falls forward for a first down. In the Warren territory, 2:26 to go, and it is 21-10. Warren on top. Tigers have it near midfield.
Moving the football and continuing that pretty good field position. I mean, we're still 2:26 to go. A lot of time here in this half. A lot of time for Marietta to stay within their offense.
3 timeouts. Low snap. Warden handles it. Gives it right side to Kobe Alexander. And a penalty flag flies in the area of a hold. Alexander would have had 2, but this will move Marietta back. And just unopportunistic times for Marietta. These flags coming out.
Yeah, not a very good spot there as Marietta was finally right out at midfield. This one's going to back them all the way up to their own 40-yard line. Going to be first down and 20 for the Tigers.
2:12 to go, 2:18 to go here in the second quarter. 21-10 our score. Warren on top of Marietta. Warren has found something offensively in the second quarter running the football, and it has been in chunk plays. Tigers with 3 timeouts. Play clock down near 8. Tigers break the huddle. Out of the shotgun, Warden. Plenty of time as he sends a man in motion. He's going to look to throw. Slant across the middle. Complete to Owen Riley. He will set Marietta up second down and 11 with 2:11 to go in this second quarter.
11.
And when Marietta snaps, it'll be under 2 minutes. 21-10 our score. Warren on top. Tigers have the ball near midfield.
I really think that's unfortunately going to be what Marietta's going to have to do here. They're going to have to find some success throwing the football to get this Warren defense back on their heels and spread them out a bit.
Warden's going to look to throw on a straight drop. He's going to heave it right sideline. Ball hangs in the air a long time. Tipped and caught by Marietta. Down towards the goal line. Touchdown, Marietta. Oh, my. That ball was tipped around. Staying with it was Owen Riley. And he found his way to the end zone on the front pylon.
Boy, what a catch there by Owen Riley. Great concentration going up to find the football. It was bouncing around a little bit, but he was the man to come down with it. A huge touchdown there for the Tigers as they get into the end zone, looking to make this one a 4-point game, as right now Warren up 21-16, and the Tigers, though, Aaron, respond with a huge touchdown.
Minute 33. Braxton Lang. Snap back, hold down. The kick is going to be up, and it is pushed right. With a minute 33 to go, 5-point Warren lead now here in the second quarter. New score, Warren 21, Marietta 16. We'll be right back.
Tune in to every Marietta Tiger broadcast for the Fry Dental Group Big Drill Player of the Game. This longtime sponsorship puts a Fry Dental Group WMOA Big Drill t-shirt on a Tiger standout athlete. The Tiger Big Drill Player of the Game, made possible by Dr. Brett Fry, Dr. Derek Howell, Dr. Amanda Boggs, and the staff at Fry Dental Group, with offices on Green Street in Marietta and 5th Street in Beverly. Go get 'em, Tigers, from the Fry Dental Group.
Shop Apex True Value Hardware for great bargains of the month. Got mice? Grab a 16-pack of Tomcat refillable mouse killer for only $6.49. It includes 1 refillable station with 16 bait blocks. Starting your next DIY home project, pick up a 12-ounce can of window and door foam sealant by Great Stuff for $7.99. Lastly, grab yourself some new yard tools by Green Thumb. Choose from a 22-inch lawn and leaf rake or a 32-inch poly leaf rake for just $12.99. Apex True Value Hardware, 7th and Green Streets, Marietta.
A Braxton line kickoff, going to be angled down to the 5. Ball pops out of Fairbanks' hands. Going to pick it up at the 5, and he's going to be hit by Carver at the 13-yard line. And a game that's been full of surprises just has another one added to it. It is coming down in buckets here in Vincent. 21-16 our score. Warren on top of Marietta with a minute 33 to go in the second quarter.
Oh, wow, yeah, it's just absolutely coming down right now. But I tell you what, that was a little bit of a break there for Warren as that ball swerved around on the ground a little bit. You know the ball was wet when he picked it up, and Marietta swarming to it.
You saw the radar earlier. You said we're going to get wet. You didn't know when, but we're definitely getting that as it is coming down hard.
Stand up. I don't care.
So it'll bring up first down and 10 from their own 13. You would assume a steady dose of running backs and Fairbanks and Carr. Fairbanks in the backfield right now. And a busted play in the backfield. It will be a quarterback keeper on the left. And a busted play for Sealy is going to work out as he gets 7 as he went to hand on the right side, and Marietta was right there, but the backside was open, and that's where he kept it. And with a minute 17 to go, Warren has 2 timeouts. I wouldn't see them use a timeout here anytime soon unless they can get it out of their shadow of their own goalpost. They're up near the 20 now. 2nd and 2 for the Warriors. It's going to be a reverse pass. They're going to throw it. Now they're going to keep it around the edge. And the Tigers have it read pretty well. Out of bounds goes the receiver on this near side. Clock was stopped. as he's ran out by Plogger. The receiver and Pepper was ready to throw it down. Marietta had it read pretty well.
Yeah, they're still going to get the first down on that one, but nevertheless, you stop the big play on the trickery. That's all you got to do right there.
They're going to say he did not get out of bounds. It just stopped long enough for the clock to stop.
Wow.
To move the chains, and 43 seconds now to go here in this first half. They spread out Marietta, 3 receivers up top, wide side of the field to the left, and a timeout for the Warriors. And I think Coach Payton's asking, now wait a minute, like you put up like the clock should stop for being out of bounds, but they're going to say no, and they're going to wind the clock. 3 receivers left, single receiver to the right, wide side of the field's that left side. 30 seconds to go, and clock's counted. Looking to throw. They're going to take a deep shot down the left sideline, ball in the air, and then it's going to be incomplete. Good coverage, man for man. Chavez was on Pepper on that left side, or right side. Excuse me, left side. I was right the first time. And, Bill, that's no fun if you're a corner one-on-one against Pepper, one of the best receivers in Mid-Ohio Valley.
Well, I'll tell you what, pretty good position over there by Chavez as he was all over his man, and he did a great job of finding the football late in that route and getting his head around. Otherwise, there was enough contact there that they might have been able to draw a little bit of a foul there, but he was able to find the football, look back, and save that foul.
Tigers bring the blitz. Now they're going to throw it this near side, right side, up in the air, and the ball's caught. And I don't know how they're going to say that was not pass interference.
Wow.
And it's going to be a Warren timeout as the ball's at the 41-yard line. A lot of pushing back and forth. Warrior timeout will take one with them. Final 17 seconds.
Every year, millions of people fall victim to fraud. At People's Bank, we're committed to providing our communities with resources to safeguard their financial accounts no matter where they bank. Follow these preventative steps to minimize your risk. Monitor activity with mobile banking alerts. Be cautious of unsolicited emails, calls, and texts claiming to be from your bank. Most importantly, never share your banking credentials, debit card number, or PIN number. People's Bank. Working together, building success. Member FDIC.
17 seconds to go. 21-16 our score. Warren with one timeout. They're on top 21-16. The ball sits at the 41-yard line of the Tigers on a deep pass play down here on the near side. A lot of pushing back and forth. The receiver gets the separation, makes the catch. Warren uses the timeout. The clock would have stopped anyhow with the chains, but you want to talk things over if you're Warren here. And they have a lot of trickery, does the Warriors. We've seen it on different plays, and you got to just be careful if you're Marietta, you don't bite on something.
You're going to have to get some pressure up front here eventually from this Tiger defense. That front 4 has got to find some penetration into that Warrior backfield.
Marietta rushes forward. They bring a little pressure now. They're going to get that pressure, and Seeley's going to reverse field. Seeley's going to whip it down the right sideline and out of play, and it'll bring up a second down and 10, but more importantly, only 7 seconds to go. Marietta had pressure on Seeley. He reversed field, credit him, and was able to get loose enough to get that ball thrown away. Second down and 10. Ball sits at the 41-yard line. Warren has one timeout.
Warren really fortunate they didn't get a block in the back right there. And what may have been the saving block for Seeley in the backfield before he was able to get loose. But nevertheless, good job there by Seeley finding a little extra time and getting rid of the football. A pretty headsy play.
7 seconds to go. Marietta playing off a little bit. Now they throw it out in the flats. Ball caught. 5 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Big hit at the 30. No seconds as the time expires. Let's see. Did they give Warren the timeout with 1 second?
Oh, no way.
Ball's at the 29-yard line. The side official is going to say that he got it with 1 second. There was only 7 seconds on the play. They threw a screen pass.
Wow.
And he ran to just paint a picture. We'll keep it right here. 21-16. And so with 7 seconds to go, they have the ball around the 40. They throw a screen pass that ends up 10 yards downfield on a run. And as he gets hit, bang, bang, they're going to say 1 second. And Coach Joe wants an explanation. He's out on the sidelines here saying, how's that possible? It's 4 to 6 seconds on every play, and this one's longer than the normal one. And so that's how it's going to stand. If they choose to kick a field goal here, it'd be from 47. Now let's see. 1 second. If you're Marietta, Bill, and they come out and pass, you're going to have everyone back at the goal line, right?
Oh, absolutely. You're gonna move everyone back. Everything happens in front of you as a defender at this point right now. They have to get into the end zone. Now, that doesn't mean they won't go short and then try something, try any kind of trickery or hook and lateral, anything like that to try to give them a little bit of an edge as they are out at the 30-yard line here. So it's either got to be a pass in the air the entire way to the end zone, or they're going to go underneath and try and make guys give guys a little bit of space and see what they can do.
1 second. 3 receivers bunched to the right, one up top to the left. And they're going to jump off sides as Warren. And this will move them 5 yards back. So to move them a little bit more back, I mean, it doesn't really probably change what they're going to do. They have receivers in a triangle here on this near side with 1 in front. The 2's just stacked to either side of him. Pepper is down here on this near side. You got to watch where he's at. Now he goes in motion. They're going to throw a little screen to him. Double pass coming. Pepper's going to heave it down towards the goal line. One-on-one coverage, and it's knocked away. Dropped at the goal line, and that is how the first half will end. Chavez right there to come up with a big defensive play. Our halftime score on what has been a great first half. Warren 21, Marietta 16. We'll be right back. You're listening to the voice of the Tigers.
For each and every Tiger game, we have a chance to break it down, thanks in part to the Mannix Allen Group at Merrill, located at 294 Front Street in downtown Marietta. When it comes to numbers, the Mannix Allen Group has more than 3 decades of combined experience helping people with their investments and retirement goals. Call Bill Mannix, Mackenzie Allen, and Sandra Crosby, 740-568-7860 to arrange an appointment to review your investment game plan. Merrill Lynch, Pierce, Fenner & Smith Incorporated, registered broker-dealer, registered investment advisor, member SIPC, and a wholly owned subsidiary of Bank America Corporation.
Consider commercial maintenance contract Greenleaf style. That way, Greenleaf can do what Greenleaf does best, and you can stick to what you do best. Greenleaf's commercial maintenance program is a cut above. Whether you want total site care, vegetation control, slope mowing, forestry mulching, or brush hogging, Greenleaf brings it. With over 500 tires on the ground any given day, they're rolling by your business anyway. Might as well spruce things up. Safe, efficient, drug-free workplace, Greenleaf for commercial property maintenance. Call 740-373-1639.
Fisher Auto Parts, founded in 1929, has the expertise and knowledge to get you the right part for any job you're working on. Fisher Auto Parts, the founding member of Federated Auto Parts, has a network of locations to get you the parts you need fast. Stop into one of our new locations in Marietta, Parkersburg, Waterford, and Cambridge today to meet the team. Present discount code Fisher24 to any team member during checkout to receive 10% off your purchase. Fisher Auto Parts, keeping engines humming from season to season.
Halftime here at Vincent, our halftime score, 21-16. Give you a chance to take a little breath. It's Warren on top of Marietta. And a game that got started on an onside kick by the Tigers. They recovered, go down, score, make it 7-0. Warriors answer back on the next drive, 48-yard touchdown pass. It was Seeley to Pepper to tie the score at 7. Then Marietta went up on a field goal, 10-7. Warren, though, with the next 2 touchdowns, they come on big drives for them on big chunks as they had good field position to start those drives out near midfield, and then they just chunked way down a 40-yard touchdown run, and then one from about 20 yards out, made it 21-10. Marietta got back on the board right towards the end of half with about a minute 50 or so to go. Warden found Owen Riley down the right sideline, and the ball that was tipped up over his head ended up in the hands of Owen Riley. He scored a touchdown, and that's where we find ourselves right now, 21-16.
Well, I tell you what, it's been a wild game, Aaron. It started out crazy. It just the way you knew the way the game started, it was just going to be a back and forth battle, and that's what we've seen. I knew it was either going to be a defensive just juggernaut, or we're going to see a lot of points, and I think we're going to get the latter. We're going to see a lot of points here tonight already. You know, a combined 37 points here between the two, and I don't think we're going to see a whole lot different here in that second half.
No, and just to keep you updated on what's going on here as before we send it out to this week in Ohio high school football with Skip Mossick. It is we talked about the 5 teams that are playing. Marietta needs 4 of the 5 things to happen. Right now, some good things happening for Marietta. New Lex on top of Sheridan. Tigers need Sheridan to lose. New Lexington's up 22-10 in that one. Logan, Elm, and Hamilton Township. Hamilton Township's another team Marietta need to lose. They're winning. So, and then we'll have to Walnut Ridge on top of Independence. So 2 of the 3 things. We just don't have the other score from Lyndon McKinley. We'll just keep you updated throughout the night. And we'll go over that scenario again. But Marietta with some work to do here in the second half, as it is Warren 21, Marietta 16. We're going to take a timeout. We'll come back with Skip Mossick. And This Week in Ohio High School Football, you're listening to the Voice of the Tigers.
Hi, this is Seth with Miller Home Services, your go-to for top-notch heating and air conditioning solutions. Stay comfortable year-round with a new heating and air conditioning system. 0% financing options available on all new installs. Don't let budget constraints stop you from enjoying a cozy home. Trust Miller Home Services for reliability and affordability. Give us a call at 740-896-5035. Miller Home Services, building a better community one home at a time.
In the flooring business, we get walked all over. That's a little dad humor for you. This is Shelly from Honest Fred's Flooring, and we want you to put us to the test when you think about flooring. We won't put you off, we won't overcharge, or leave you hanging. That's for the drywall guys. Seriously, there's a reason why there are fly-by-night and discount flooring companies, and a reason why some have been around a long time. Customers have been walking all over us for years, and we love it. Honest Fred's Flooring, Marietta, Parkersburg, Spencer, and honestfreds.com.
It's Dave Allen for Parmar Stores. The most wonderful time of the year is here. Of course, I'm talking about football season, and your local Parmar store is ready. Whether you're heading to the game or just catching it at home, Parmar has everything you'll need, from the drinks to the snacks and so much more. Download the Parmar app and sign up for the Parmar rewards cards for even more savings. West Virginia, Ohio, Maryland, Kentucky, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. Happy football. And if there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
When we take a look at the statistics of tonight's game, a reminder that that's made possible by the Mannix Allen Group at Merrill, located at 294 Front Street in downtown Marietta. At Merrill, they understand the values and ideals of our community and can develop a customized financial strategy designed to help you pursue what's most important to you. Merrill Lynch, Pierce, Fenner & Smith Incorporated, registered broker-dealer, registered investment advisor, member SIPC, and a wholly owned subsidiary of Bank America Corporation. Go Tiger!
From the Ohio News Network, this is the Ohio Education Association Tonight in High School Football. Named Best Sports Program in the Country by the National Association of State Radio Networks. Tonight in High School Football is presented by Beck's Hybrids and by Ohio for Responsible Gambling. Now here's your host, Skip Mossick.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Tonight in High School Football's Halftime Report. There's been a really nice high school football story happening in Newark this season. We'll talk about that as well as other Licking County high school football with Brian Mays from our Newark affiliate next on the Ohio News Network.
Bex recognizes this week's player with heart, Owen Willoughby from Jackson Center High School, for his commitment and passion on the field and within the farming community.
I enjoy it a lot because it's a lot about competing against yourself more or less than competing against other people. So even if I might finish in the middle of the pack, I still might have ran the best race that I've ever ran before. So it's still a good day, even though I didn't technically win the race.
Owen loves to run. He's on the cross country and track and field team, but he's also in FCA, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and Future Farmers of America, where he's been an officer for 4 years. Yes, much of what Owen does ties back to life on the farm.
It's the backbone of our society, you know. There's so much that goes unseen through agriculture that people who aren't into it every day don't see, and they don't understand that, you know, how much of a big impact that it actually has on everybody and their everyday lives.
At Bex, we are and will remain farmers at heart.
What do folks look for in a home? Your guess is as good as mine, but I must say, if you work with McCarthy Real Estate, we've seen it, we know it, and how to get to it. You can't beat experienced local service. It's a great time to list as demand is at an all-time high. With global access to potential buyers moving into our area, we are out in front on turnkey deals. Plus, we're there for you to navigate the appraisal, inspection, and banking process. McCarthy Real Estate, 2nd Street, Marietta, and at MariettaRealestate.com.
They say the only thing that you can count on is change. Technology changes, politics changes, but one thing does always remain the same. Home. Home is a feeling, comfortable and familiar. It's where we garden, barbecue, feel the warmth of the sun, and the warmth of family. Let Greenleaf Landscapes help shape your family space. Beautiful award-winning designs for your patio, fire pit, fountain, waterfall, or any of your landscaping needs. Find us at greenleaflandscapes.com or call 740-373-1639. Independent and family owned. Let our family take care of your family.
Looking for a career change or advancement? Washington State College of Ohio offers over 40 degree and certificate options, ranging from nursing to robotics. Washington State's dynamic programming provides a pathway for you to develop in-demand skills and gain the knowledge you need to advance your career. With flexible scheduling and affordable tuition, Washington State College of Ohio in Marietta helps you balance your education with your busy life and budget. Visit wsco.edu to start your journey toward a more rewarding career.
Smitty's Pizza loves the Smitty guy who orders pepperoni straight up no matter what. But Smitty's also encourages you to ask about the daily special, because always something hand-tossed in the air just for you. Plus calzones, classic Italian dishes. And when's the last time you said, let's take a walk on the wild side with the Smitty's Buffalo Barbecue Chicken Pizza or a queso bacon mac and cheese? They get crazy down there every now and again. Smitty's Pizza, just great pizza.
This is Tonight in High School Football on the Ohio News Network. Once again, here's Skip Mossick.
We are presented by Beck's Hybrids at Beck's. They are and will remain farmers at heart. And welcome back, everyone. Halftime of your game as we talk a little Licking County High School football this evening with Brian Mays, who calls games for our Newark affiliate, WCLT. And, Brian, let's start with Newark. Such a nice story. 6-3 have clinched their first playoff spot in a really long time. Tell us about the really nice turnaround there.
It really has been amazing. You replace All-Ohio quarterback Steele Meister, who had 2,300 yards and 35 touchdowns last year, and the team went 2-8, losing 8 straight games. So you bring in a new quarterback, and Skip, it really started from the first play of the season. They fire a 74-yard pass on play number 1, and they've been off and running since. It really is an unbelievable story, and it's led by Bill Franks, who was an assistant at Newark from 92 to 96, head coach from 97 to 2001. He came back here in 2019. He's been building, and finally it's coming to fruition. And if they beat their arch rival Lancaster tonight to get 7 wins, just put it in perspective. Since they went 5-5 in 2016, their record has been 8-65.
Wow.
And they could get 7 wins tonight. What a turnaround.
Amazing story there in D1. Down to D2. Licking Heights is 3-6, but they can still get in, can't they?
They can. And they've got a very winnable game tonight taking on Zanesville. They are 15th in the region right now, but it looks like they will, if they get the victory, they could move up to maybe as far as number 12. So it's been a season where they've had so many injuries. And in fact, their star player, Jake Lapinto, who's going to Robert Morris, he had a fractured jaw, and last week against Watkins Memorial, their arch rival, he sewed that sucker shut and had a metal plate in his jaw just to play. So the team is giving everything they have, and they've got a great chance to make it to week number 11.
Brian, down to Division III, teams we're used to seeing having success. Granville and Licking Valley, both 8-1. Valley's clinched a home game, but boy, Region 11 is just stacked.
Whoever wins that region has a great chance at winning the state. And Randy Boffman, Skip, in his 49th year, still getting it done. They've got a chance to go 9-1, and if he wins tonight, he will now have sole possession of 6th place all-time coaching victories in the state of Ohio. He's tied with Terry Malone from Hamilton-Baden. So he gets it done year in and year out. They're a team that just brings their lunch pail. They go to work. They take on Watkins this evening, which will be a tough one. But if Valley wins 9-1, they'll get the host in the first round. And I can't not mention either Granville as well, because they've had a tremendous run with 3 coaches coming in the last 8 years. It's been amazing how they have been able to continue. So I think a couple teams from the county could make some noise in the postseason, but whether they do or not, it's been another great regular season here in Newark and Licking County.
Division 4, Heath is 4-5. Can they get in with a win and some help?
They win, they're probably in. They lose to Utica tonight, they are definitely out. They had a brutal non-conference, 4 straight road games, including games against Creston Norwayne, who is 8-1. We talked about Licking Valley. They were in it as well. And Johnstown, who is also 8-1. They always play better the second half of the year. They've had a couple of 50-point games the last couple of weeks. So Coach Ward and his bunch, if they get in, they could make some noise. But even if they win tonight, they might need a little bit of help.
Last thing, not your typical season for Newark Catholic. They got their first win last week, sitting at just 1-8. But did I see that there's still an outside chance for them if they get a win and maybe some help?
If they beat the Johnnies, who I just mentioned are 8-1, they literally could move up as high as 8 and host a home game in Division 7, Region 27, with a record of 2-8. But it's another team that has had the injury bug. Skip, they've started a 4-string quarterback who basically is a wide receiver the last couple of weeks. Their top 3 quarterbacks are out. Mikey Hess, who is going to Dayton, who is a great running back and linebacker, he's been out. They have a couple of linemen out. They at one point were down to 21 players, which is unheard of at Newark Catholic, but they're still battling. And if Cinderella shows up tonight, postseason and hosting, who would have thought?
Brian Mays, we appreciate your time. Thanks for hopping on, talking some Licking County High School football this evening, okay?
Thank you, Skip. Take care.
And we'll be back on the Ohio News Network.
I'm Ohio Education Association President Scott DeMauro, and on behalf of the OEA's 120,000 members, we're proud to bring you tonight's game. Our members are the public school educators who coach your kids on and off the field, because we believe in the potential of every student and their right to a high-quality public education, no exceptions. That's why we will continue to speak in one voice to demand the supports and resources our public schools need, because public education matters.
Did you know 38% of Ohio's teenagers have spent money on gambling in video and online games? Items like mystery boxes, skins, and spin to win mimic gambling, putting children at a higher risk of experiencing a gambling disorder as an adult. So get in the know about youth gambling and start the conversation with discussion guides, parent resources, and more at changethegameohio.org. That's changethegameohio.org.
Hey, it's Dave Allen for Parmar Stores. The most wonderful time of the year is here. Of course, I'm talking about football season, and your local Parmar store is ready. Whether you're heading to the game or just catching it at home, Parmar has everything you'll need, from the drinks to the snacks and so much more. Download the Parmar app and sign up for the Parmar rewards cards for even more savings. West Virginia, Ohio, Maryland, Kentucky, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. Happy football. And if there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
Working together. That's the key to better health care for you and your family. And now the doctors and specialists at Memorial Health System and Mayo Clinic are joining forces. They'll use Mayo Clinic's expertise to resolve the hard-to-solve medical problems. For you, that means peace of mind and access to the finest medical knowledge anywhere, right here at home. Memorial Health System and Mayo Clinic. Working together. That's expecting more. Memorial Health System. Proud member of the Mayo Clinic Care Network. Visit mhsystem.org/Mayo.
When you're looking for a new home, why not seek the counsel of a real estate agency that folks have trusted in the Mid-Ohio Valley for more than 65 years? This is Steve McCarthy from McCarthy Real Estate. We know the housing market inside and out. You couldn't find a better time to list your home. List it with me and I'll do the rest. Finding comparable appraisals in the area, information on schools, neighborhoods, and setting the right price. We know the real estate market like the back of our hand and will gladly hold yours through this process. See listings at MariettaRealEstate.com.
Tune in to every Marietta Tiger broadcast for the Fry Dental Group Big Drill Player of the Game. This longtime sponsorship puts a Fry Dental Group WMOA Big Drill t-shirt on a Tiger standout athlete. The Tiger Big Drill Player of the Game, made possible by Dr. Brett Fry, Dr. Derek Howell, Dr. Amanda Boggs, and the staff at Fry Dental Group, with offices on Green Street in Marietta and 5th Street in Beverly. Go get 'em, Tigers, from the Fry Dental Group.
This is ONN.
Our thanks again to Brian Mays for talking some Licking County High School football with us this evening. Enjoy the second half of your ball game. I'm Skip Mossick on the Ohio News Network.
This has been the Ohio Education Association Tonight in High School Football, presented by Beck's Hybrids and by Ohio for Responsible Gambling from the Ohio News Network.
Hey, for something before or after the game, don't forget Smitty's Pizza. It's usually on most people's game night agenda. But Google Smitty's Pizza sometime and you'll see the reviews. It's simply the best pizza in town. With 4 locations from Belpre to Lowell, Marietta, and Reno, Smitty's is home to fresh, hand-tossed pizzas, calzones, and classic Italian dishes. We encourage you to Google Smitty's because when you look at the menu, you just might be surprised. We'll see you soon at a Smitty's near you.
Shop Apex True Value Hardware for great bargains of the month. Got mice? Grab a 16-pack of Tomcat refillable mouse killer for only $6.49. It includes 1 refillable station with 16 bait blocks. Starting your next DIY home project, pick up a 12-ounce can of window and door foam sealant by Great Stuff for $7.99. Lastly, grab yourself some new yard tools by Green Thumb. Choose from a 22-inch lawn and leaf rake or a 32-inch poly leaf rake for just $12.99. Apex True Value Hardware, 7th and Green Streets, Marietta.
Tonight, when we break down the game by the numbers, that's made possible by the Mannix Allen Group at Merrill, located at 294 Front Street in downtown Marietta. At Merrill, they know that just like in tonight's game, there's a strategy, a game plan, and a hopeful outcome. The same should hold true for your investments, your retirement, and your financial future. Call Bill Mannix, Mackenzie Allen, and Sandra Crosby at 740-568-7860 for an appointment to discuss your financial goal. Merrill Lynch, Pierce, Fenner & Smith Incorporated, registered broker-dealer, registered investment advisor, member SIPC, and a wholly owned subsidiary of Bank America Corporation.
Whether you're renovating your kitchen, building a new deck, or putting a pool in the backyard, a home equity line of credit from People's Bank is a smart way to pay for it. A People's Bank home equity line of credit has no origination fee and no appraisal fee. Find out more at People's Bank. Call 800-374-6123 for more details about credit costs and terms. People's Bank, working together, building success. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 617258.
25. Back here at halftime, Aaron Cassidy, Bill Parks, and you, wherever you may be with us on this Friday night. We appreciate, as always, you tuning in here to local radio as the Marietta Tigers and the Warren Warriors. It's 21-16 right now. Warren on top, and statistics here at halftime made possible by the Mannix Allen Group with Merrill located at 294 Front Street in downtown Marietta. Thanks to Bill Mannix, Mackenzie Allen, and Sandra Crosby for their sponsorship of our statistics tonight. And right now, Bill, the Tigers were able to get the score before half. Before we look at statistics here, they're able to get the score before half and then hold right before half. So get the ball coming out here.
Yeah, it's a pretty good opportunity for him right here. Get the ball coming out here in the second half, coming off of a little bit of momentum as they were able to punch one in there before the end of the half. I was, going back to 3 minutes to go in that half. Warren had just scored, and they came out and kicked that squib kick here. And I thought, man, it just seemed kind of strange. They were giving so much field position back to Marietta, and ultimately Marietta was able to capitalize on that, get downfield, score. But now, coming out here, it's a 5-point game. Marietta down 21-16. Going to get the ball back. They have to come out here in this first drive, Aaron, and really kind of set the tone for the second half, as Warren has done a pretty good job of controlling the line of scrimmage, I think, here tonight. They've won that battle in the trenches so far, but it's going to be up to Marietta's big guys to come out here and kind of set the tone in the second half and see if Marietta can get back to their style of football, which is controlling the line of scrimmage, controlling the clock, and winning that time of possession. Just a hiccup here and there. They set themselves back with a few penalties in big spots, but they've been able to overcome some hurdles too. But they're going to try to get up early in this second half if it all plays right.
Yeah, Marietta, first half statistics here for team. Marietta 10 first down, Warren had 7. The big difference right now is Marietta's 3 of 8 on third down. Last week they were so good on third down. Over 70%, 3 of 8 here in the first half. Warren is 0 for 1 on third down. Marietta is 1 for 1 on fourth down efficiency. 244 yards total for Warren, 208 for Marietta. Tigers have 86 yards passing to Warren's 123. And Marietta has 122 rushings to Warren's 121. Marietta, to Bill's point, 6 penalties, 45 yards. While it's not a lot of yards, come in big spots. 3 penalties for Warren for 25 yards. Throwing the football, Drew Wharton, 5 of 9 for 86 yards and a touchdown. Jacob Seeley, 4 of 7 with 2 touchdowns and 123 yards. Kobe Alexander leads the Tigers rushing, 17 carries for 77 yards and a touchdown. And Fairbanks, 5 carries for 66 yards for the Warren Warriors. So that is our first half statistic. Again, brought to you by the Mannix Allen Group. Merrill, located at 294 Front Street in downtown Marietta. Thanks, Bill Mannix, Sandra Crosby, and their team for Mackenzie Allen for their sponsorship of our statistics. Stay tuned to the post game. We'll have our sack of the game, made possible by Old Town Proud IGA in Marietta.
We're trying to think about what Marietta's going to have to do here in this second half. Any kind of adjustments, I think. I don't think a game plan adjustment is really all that necessary. It's just execution at this point, mainly on defense. Tackling, angles and tackling has been Marietta's struggle on defense. Coverage has been pretty good, although they've been burnt on a couple of long plays. But the tackling, they have to get back to fundamentals on defense.
Warren set the kickoff. Marietta will have the ball here to start the second half. It's a ground ball that's picked up by Tornes out near the 20 to the 21-yard line. So Tornes will have good start or decent field position. That could have been worse. Marietta ball hit the turf. Rain has subsided a little bit, although it's still coming down out there. And also, just a reminder in the post game, we'll name our Fried Dental Group Big Drill player of the game. So here we go. Tigers have it going from right to left to start the second half. Owen Riley splits out near side into the boundary. Wide side of the field to the right. Drew Warden out of the shotgun. It'll be Alexander to his left. And they're going to give to Alexander up the middle. He's going to put his head down, run into a wall of humans, and be dropped at the 21-yard line. A gain of 1 here for the Tigers. And so Marietta lucky. They broke the huddle with 12 men in the huddle, and they did not get penalized.
Yeah, I saw him run the guy off there. I was kind of waiting for the flag to come in, but somehow it did not.
Yeah.
They get away with one.
They split a receiver down here near side, and Timmy Ryan out of the shotgun pistol formation look here for the Tigers, and they lean and false start on Marietta. So those are the ones that are hurting you. Again, they come at 5 yards at a time, but it was added 65 yards in that first half on penalties from Marietta, and they'll go from 2nd and 9 to 2nd and 14, but more importantly, the ball inside their own 20. Marietta trails 21-16 as we just begin the second half.
It's so strange looking, too. I mean, even the quarterback at Warden was leaning a little bit on that one. I don't know if the snap was perhaps just a little bit late.
Not a
or
formation
exactly what happened there.
either that they're normally in. It's more of an offset eye out of the shotgun. And they give on a jet sweep right side. It's going to be Tornes, going to cut it up, but free dropped on that far side. And so Tornes goes down. It will make a note that, we saw him on one drive after he went out, but now we don't see him at all out there is Seth Britton. Just keep an eye on that as the game continues to go along. No Seth Britton right now for Marietta. Ball is at 3rd down and 14 inside their own 20 here for the Tigers. Big 3rd down coming up, 10:34 to go, third quarter. Tigers trail 21-16.
3rd and long here, obvious passing situation if Marietta's going to try to pick up the sticks here. Otherwise, they're going to play it safe.
Warden's going to look to throw. Has a man down the right sideline. He's going to go that way, and the pass is going to be incomplete. Oh, had it momentarily did Lucas Miller, and it was a really good ball by Warden, and the defender just got him last second. Also, it was Miller who had to kind of stretch out for it. The ground made the ball pop out. And so with 10:16 just underway, a couple minutes off the third quarter clock, Tigers will punt this one away.
Well, that was a tough one there as Miller went up, tried to high point that ball, Aaron, but it was in between 2 different defenders. A pretty good ball, though, by Warden. Gave him the opportunity, but pretty good secondary coverage downfield. They were able to knock it away.
Braxton Lang set to punt this one away. It's going to be a high end-over-end kick that's going to be fielded at Warren's 46-yard line, and they'll have to fall on it there. Will Carr. Warren, again, I feel like we said it all night. If they've had 7 possessions, 5 of them have started right here near midfield. With 10:10 to go in the third quarter, our third quarter score is Warren 21, Marietta 16. As
I believe this is maybe the 44th or 45th meeting between the two schools.
So I didn't realize it went back to 84.
Yeah, I believe it was. This is 45th. I believe Marietta is leading the series 24-20 overtime.
I didn't realize they'd gone back that far. I knew it went back a long time, but Warren comes out of the shotgun. The same formation we've seen them just pound the ball out of here. They give to Fairbanks up the middle. He has some running room as he slices to the left. Gets free down the left sideline. Bumped out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Let's see where they mark him at the 39-yard line. And, Bill, again, they're overloading one side, and they're just running it back to the other. And the weak side right now, Marietta just doesn't have the numbers on that side.
Yeah, they don't have the numbers, and they also don't have number 3 out there, obviously, on the defensive side of the ball either. Kind of missing Seth Britton right now, especially in that linebacker position. Seth, one of the leading tacklers on the team here this year.
As Sealy comes out of the shotgun, they give again up the middle and trying to work his way up with Carr. He was cut down as soon as he falls forward, and he gets maybe 2 on the play. Tigers were there, a couple different Tigers in on that play. As you see coming off the pile was Kobe Alexander. He's all kinds of pumped up right now.
Well, I tell you what, he's all over the football field. He plays with so much excitement, so much energy, and you kind of wonder how many offensive reps he's actually had here tonight, how that was going to impact him defensively. But right now, he's still playing pretty hard on that side of the ball.
2 wing backs and a running back to the right. Out of the shotgun comes Sealy. He's going to turn and look to throw, trying to look deep. Now he's going to be flushed out of pocket. He's going to be hit, slip a tackle, but not the second one, as it was Tornes tackling after a gain of 2, falling forward with Sealy. The ball's at the 35-yard line, a big 3rd down and 6 here. 3rd and 6 for Warren as we approach the 9-minute mark, 3rd quarter. Warriors lead 21-16.
Like Sealy just trying to buy a little bit of time right there and waiting for Pepper to be able to run his guy open, but no time there as Marietta was able to get a tiny bit of pressure. But now 3rd down and 6 here, big spot for this Tiger defense.
You hear the Marietta fans on the other sideline. Going to watch the ball here if you're the Tigers on this hard count. Warren snaps down. They give up the middle, trying to find some room, and into the second level, shy of the first down at the 30-yard line. 4th and 1. Warren will go for it here. As they have to get to the 39, the ball sits, the 29, the ball sits at the 30.
They kind of watch for Warren to try to hit something on the edge here, Aaron. They obviously, the obvious play is in between the tackles and right up the front, but see if the big play record, Teddy Bauer, is able to make a stop here on this one.
Sealy out of the shotgun. They give and hit the backfield, but falling forward and getting a first down are the Warriors and Carr. He slipped the tackle from Kobe Alexander, who had him back in the backfield, but a good move by Carr. Picks up a Warren first down. Wow, what a play, and a little run there by Carr. Give him credit. Ball's at the 29.
That's a tough spot there for the Tiger defense. A pretty good penetration. They got him, a hand on him in the backfield, but was unable to bring him down. The Warriors moving the football now into Marietta territory at the 30.
Sealy out of the shotgun. Gives to Fairbanks, looking for some room, being patient. Going to be dropped after a gain of 1 on the play. They'll bring up 2nd and 9. We're at the 7:45 mark in the 3rd. 21-16 our score. Warren will scrimmage from the Marietta 28-yard line after the gain of 1.
Good stop there on first down for Marietta to force a 2nd down and long here, Aaron. A situation, they're trying to create as a 3rd and long, something that Warren has not seen much of here tonight. In fact, I think they've only seen 2 third downs as it is.
I believe you're correct. And they scored on one of them, I believe. Out of the shotgun, Warriors. They give, nope, they're going to throw off the play action fake out in the flats. Ball caught, turned in the corner inside the 20 and down near the 15. And a first down here for the Warren Warriors as James Payton makes the catch and turns the corner. And the Warriors right now putting together a pretty good drive that started in their own territory around the 45. 7:07 to go, 3rd quarter, 21-16, Warriors on top. Marietta defense looking to respond. No Seth Britton out there at the linebacker spot.
Marietta down by 5 right now. They need to force a field goal here to keep themselves within 1 score in this game, Aaron.
Sealy, again, same formation. They give to Fairbanks left side. He's looking for the edge. Beats his man to the edge inside the 10, down near the 5, and inside the 5-yard line before he's bumped out on that far side by Tornes. But it'll be a first and goal for the Warriors at the 4-yard line. 6:30 to go, third quarter, and they lead by 5, 21-16.
Well, it really didn't take much right there either, Aaron. It was kind of a weak, lazy stiff arm that got him the edge. It really wasn't anything special.
Yeah.
He just was able to get a little bit of separation from the guy on the edge. Sideline.
As they give again, Fairbanks up the middle. He's going to be hit, forced back a little bit, maybe loses a half. Oh, boy, Bill, they marked him shy of the first down. That was a 2nd and 1. I said it was going to be first and goal inside the 5. Pardon me. As the ball is going to be 3rd and 1, they have to get to the 4-yard line. So, and now where it's moved up, I mean, we're talking the nose of the football is almost touching the 4-yard line, so it's a half-yard here for the Warriors. Marietta, you would assume, will sell out here on a 3rd and 1. With 5:37 to go in the third quarter, trailing by 5. Fairbanks gets the carry, dances a little bit. Going to be hit, and he is stuffed. I think he's short. In fact, he lost that half yard. Ball back at the 5. It's going to bring up 4th down and 1. And a quick decision here by Jimmy Payton. There was no thinking about this one. Now it's more of a full yard and a half as the ball's marked right with the nose of the football at the 5-yard line. Warren's going to go for it on 4th and 1. 5:09 to go, third quarter, 21-16 Warriors lead, and a big 4th down call here.
Watch a naked boot right here, and Seeley running the football.
Seeley switches a man to his left, claps his hands. They're going to give right side, sweeping towards the end zone, and in, touchdown. Carr finds his way on a sweep play, and that's almost like an old-fashioned buck sweep to the right out of the wing tee. Marietta's used to seeing that, but usually they're the ones running it. Carr finds the end zone for a touchdown. 27-16 now, 4:50 to go. Here in the third, point after attempt pending here by the Warriors.
Good job there by the Warriors on the right side, Aaron, just stretching out and getting length on the right side and able to create a couple of gaps right there. The tailback had his choice. He picked the right one, obviously, as he goes right into the end zone.
Point after attempt is up, and it is good. New score here in Vincent is Warren 28, Marietta 16, 4:50 to go, third quarter. We'll be back after this timeout.
Fisher Auto Parts employees understand what it takes to be a good neighbor. Fisher Auto Parts was founded in 1929 and is the founding member of Federated Auto Parts. Stop into one of our new locations in Marietta, Parkersburg, Waterford, and Cambridge today to meet the team. At Fisher Auto Parts, for every customer that walks through the door, we know there's another one working under the car, in the garage, or at the maintenance shop. Fisher Auto Parts present discount code FISHER24 to any team member during checkout to receive 10% off your purchase.
Looking for honest, reliable heating and air conditioning services? Look no further than Miller Home Services. Why call us, you ask? Because we're your one-stop solution for all HVAC needs. Our team of skilled technicians are dedicated to providing top-tier service, maintenance, installation, and expertise. Plus, with our quality guarantee, you can trust we get the job done right the first time. Call us today at 740-896-5035. Miller Home Services, building a better community, one home at a time.
Kickoff here, fielded by Chavez for the Tigers as he works his way up near the 25, thrown out of bounds. Penalty flag does come in where you would think maybe a face mask. There's no offensive players near for a hole. I'm going to say that, but we'll see what the official call is.
There's no telling tonight.
And so it'll be dead ball, face mask, 15-yard variety. It'll move Marietta up to the 35-yard line. And here we go to set the scene. 4:46 to go, third quarter, 28-16 our score. Warren on top of Marietta. Tigers have the football. And that was just a 5-yard variety as they move it up to the 28-yard line. So Tigers will have first down and 10. A quick score update from Point Pleasant. It is Fort Fry 35-0 on top of Point Pleasant. So Warren loves that score right now because if they can hold on to this game, they would be league champions. Because they have the head-to-head tiebreaker against Fort Fry. Warden comes out of the shotgun. Kobe Alexander to his right. Going to throw right side. Little hitch pattern, ball caught out of bounds. The Tigers go. On a low snap, Warden does a good job recovering. Torres, his receiver, makes
all night long. All night long. I would just keep doing this at this point, Aaron. I would keep throwing these quick passes to the sidelines, spreading this defense out to give yourself a little of as many opportunities as possible. And then you might be able to hit one over the top eventually if you keep hitting those quick outs. Defense is going to try to cheat on one. You might be able to catch them.
Give to Kobe Alexander, going to look for the edge, and a penalty flag and a hold going to come in. It was on the edge. It was a good call by the official. Marietta player grabbed him as Kobe was working his way around the edge. So the 2-yard gain is going to end up in a hold, and it's going to move Marietta back. Those have come in tough spots tonight for the Tigers. Remember, Marietta got this game started on an onside kick. They recovered, promptly marched it down to get a 7-0 lead. Warren answered back in that first quarter to make it 7-7 on a big touchdown pass. Marietta went up 10-7 on a field goal. Warren scored the next 2 touchdowns to make it 21-7. Marietta got a touchdown towards the end of the half, making it 21-16. The point after attempt was no good by the Tigers, and Warren starts off the second half with the touchdown. And that's where we find ourselves right now. Warden on a 2nd and long out of the shotgun. Chavez out in the flats, ball caught, out of bounds he goes. After the gain of 4, it'll set up the Tigers 3rd down and 8. As we approach the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter, it is Warren 28, Marietta 16. So the Tigers bell on 3rd and long here.
Yeah, 3rd and long. They've obviously found themselves down by 2 scores here in the third quarter and have shifted their focus a little bit into throwing the football and trying to find some opportunities for this offense. But so far, Warren done a good job just allowing a little bit, but keeping everything in front of him.
Warden out of the shotgun, low snap, but he handles it. It's going to set up a screen. Pass is going to be incomplete, though. And you got to remember, Marietta will punt this one away. You got to remember that screen's usually set up to Seth Britton. First time Kobe's seen it out of the backfield, and you could just tell that play was off a little bit. And incomplete it goes. 4th down and 8. It'll be a punting situation here for Braxton Lang. 2 guys back deep for the Warriors. And Marietta trails 28-16, 3:41 to go in the third. Got to punt this one away. It's 4th and long. Lang had his last one blocked, gets a good one off here. And it's going to be fielded at the 35 across the 40 and to the 44-yard line. And so Warren will have, again, field position out across the 40. And that's where they've played all night long out near Marietta's 40. The only time I think they've had it inside their own 20 was original kick to start this half, and then they had one right before halftime at their own 13.
Yeah, but their first 2 drives both started exactly at the 50.
Yeah.
So they've been playing anywhere near midfield all night long. And boy, I tell you what, that makes your job a lot easier as an offensive coordinator and play calling. It opens up the playbook quite a bit. You don't have your back against the wall, and you're not playing in jeopardy of giving up, a lot of field position. So see what Warren comes up with now. I expect now with a 2-score lead, they're going to come out here and try to just control the tempo of this game.
Steady run by Fairbanks probably, and he's going to get the carry. Looks to go right side. Fairbanks going to be hit. Penalty in there, and now the Tigers will have a sideline warning. So one is in the area of a hold, and Marietta will get a sideline warning. So this will come back, and so the penalty will stand. And the only question is, if your coach show up there, you kind of freeze up, because it's like, does this official call the penalty, or does he give the sideline a warning first?
Right.
And it is just going to be a warning, so this ball will come back 10 yards after the hold is marked off. 3:26 to go, third quarter, 28-16 our score. And Warren will scrimmage from their own 34-yard line. That's a big hold. It'll move them back 10 yards, 1st and 20, as they have to get in Marietta territory to the 46-yard line to the Warriors. But what that does also is gives them a fresh play clock, and they can take this clock down near 3 minutes before this ball snaps. It'll be Carr in the backfield, flank to the left of Seeley. And he's going to give on this near side. Sweet play to Seeley. To Carr. Finds the edge. Carr across the 45 to the 46 and near the 50-yard line. And there's a penalty flag in the backfield right around where he would have got the edge. I think we're going to get another hold here on the Warriors. Let's see. Well, they're talking to Jimmy Payton.
Well, I tell you, and the Tigers still just struggling to tackle the ball carrier. And they're all – they're playing too high. They're trying to body these guys up. Nobody's wrapping up, and the Warren ball carriers just continue to weave their way through this Marietta defense. That one's going to be called back, obviously, as Marietta gets away with one. As
they're going to say block in the back.
Really deep back now at this point.
15-yard penalty. This will block in the back. It'll be first down at 35, I believe. So pretty much Tavito Lake. First and Tavito Lake.
First down.
3:04 to go here in the third quarter. 28-16, Warriors lead. I've seen a first and 45, I believe, one time. This is one of the more deep I've seen, though. First and 30 or 35 as the ball's all the way back inside Warren's 20. At the 19, they scrimmage. Spread look. They throw a slant across the middle. Ball caught. Making a couple defenders miss was Pepper. He's going to get a large chunk of that yardage back out across the 25 to the 30, 32-yard lines where it's going to be marked. So we got 13 on the play. And it'll bring up second down and 25 with 2:24 to go.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing defensively for the Tigers to allow that to happen in front of you. As long as you play sound in your tackling game and you stop them, don't allow any run after the catch.
Out of the shotgun comes Seeley. Bobbles the snap a little bit, but now throws on a slant pattern. It's caught again. And out near midfield, drugged down, still on his feet, and out of bounds at the 47-yard line, right near a first down. I think he's going to be a yard shy, but it was one-on-one. And how about Cressy making a couple of guys miss and drags a defender for a third down and short. So how about this for Warren? They had a first and 35, and now they have a third and 1. On a couple chunk plays, a slant, and then one across the middle. And with 2:15 to go, Warren will come over and huddle up with Jimmy Payton on this near side. Now they'll blow the...
Not sure what's going on.
Well, they'll blow the play. I think he thought he was going to have more on the game or the play clock. And he was going to talk to his team and run this all the way down. They're going to have two shots at it. You almost guarantee they're going to go for it off. They're stopped here on fourth down. They spread the Tigers out, though. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Clapping his hands is Seeley. He's just going to straight quarterback, keep it on the right. He has some room down in the secondary. Seeley to the 30, 25 into the 21-yard line. And Jacob Seeley with a big hitter there as he gets 16 on the play. And it's going to be first and 10 for the Warriors at the Tiger 22. Minute 44 to go third quarter, 28-16 our score.
Well, you can feel the Warriors just kind of taking over this football game right now, Aaron, offensively and defensively. They're just kind of dictating everything that's happening at this point.
Warriors will have first and 10 as they scrimmage from the Tiger 22. They go with that big set. No wide receivers, 2 tight ends. Seeley, shotgun. He's going to look to throw. They're going to take a shot right sideline. It's almost intercepted by Owen Riley. Just can't quite hang on to it. Knocked away. Second and 10 here for the Warriors.
Good read there by 14. Owen Riley stepping up into that passing lane. He almost comes away with the football right there. That would have been a huge turnover for the Tigers. And it would be a turnover that, that this Warren team has become kind of accustomed to a little bit, especially going back into the Point Pleasant game. I remember watching that. I can't remember for sure. They might have thrown 5 interceptions.
So they have 5 turnovers. Yeah, 1 fumble, and I think 4 interceptions, 3 interceptions. As ball carrier and Carr is going to get a couple to set up third down and 8 on that second and 10. A gain of 2 and a minute 15 to go, third quarter. It is Warren up by 12, 28-16. Third and 8 from the Tiger 20. The Warriors scrimmage going from left to right on your radio dial. Aaron Cassidy, Bill Parks with you on this Friday night. Jack Weil on statistics. Brett Howard to our left. MOV in the house on the game of the week. And it's been a good game up until this point where Warren's starting to take it over a little bit. If you're a Tiger fan, I say up to this point. If you're a Warrior fan, you're really liking it right now. Out of the shotgun, Seeley. He's going to give left side. And the running back is going to sweep to that left side. Be dropped after a couple in Carr. He's going to get 3 on the play, and it'll set up a fourth down and 5. Almost fourth down and 5 exactly, as the ball's at the Tiger 17-yard line. Rain picks up a little bit here as we are under 20 seconds. Warren can run this one all the way down, and we will see if they do, and we'll start the fourth quarter at the Tiger 12-yard line. That's exactly what they're going to do. We'll take a timeout. Fourth quarter around the corner is Warren 28, Marietta 16. Big 4th and 5 when we return.
This is Shelley from Honest Fred's Flooring, and we pride ourselves on every job. We don't even remember half of them. Honest Fred's Flooring is in homes, hospitals, ski resorts. We even carpeted the studio walls in a really cool radio station. We may not remember all the places we've been, but we sure appreciate the love. Free estimates, top quality flooring, professional installation. You come to us or we'll come to you. Honest Fred's Flooring, Marietta, Parkersburg, Spencer, and honestfreds.com.
Looking for a career change or advancement? Washington State College of Ohio offers over 40 degree and certificate options, ranging from nursing to robotics. Washington State's dynamic programming provides a pathway for you to develop in-demand skills and gain the knowledge you need to advance your career. With flexible scheduling and affordable tuition, Washington State College of Ohio in Marietta helps you balance your education with your busy life and budget. Visit wsco.edu to start your journey toward a more rewarding career.
12 minutes put on the fourth quarter clock. It is Warren 28, Marietta 16. Warriors have a 4th down and 5 from the Tiger 17-yard line. Little Sweet Caroline being played in the background. Warren's feeling pretty good right now as they're in control here. If they were to hold on, they will win the Twin State League as Fort Fry's putting it on Point Pleasant down in West Virginia tonight. 35-0 at halftime in that one. Here it's 28-16, 4th down and 5. Warren, I would assume, go a hard count here. They do. See if they even run a play. Rain is really coming down. Jimmy Payton wants to use a timeout. Let's see if they don't decide to kick a field goal. Decision time for Coach Payton. When we come back, you're listening to the voice of the Tigers.
Long live the Smitty guy, whether it's that Smitty pizza delivery man or the guy down the street that just orders the Smitty pizza all the time. You can be a Smitty guy, too, with locations on Front Street in Marietta, just off Newport Pike in Reno, on Washington Boulevard in Belpre, and 1100 State Route 60 in Lowell. They're either on the way or you can make them on the way. It's safe to say it's the best pizza cut and dry. That's why there will always be a Smitty guy.
12 minutes, fourth quarter clock. We didn't run a play. Coach Payton wants to use a timeout as they have a 4th down and 5 from the Tigers' 17-yard line. They went hard count. If you're Marietta, you got to watch for it again. See what they do. I don't know their field goal kicker. This would probably be right around his max of his range, but what could play into it? I mean, it is coming down in sheets right now here in Vincent. Ball's on the left hash. They send 3 receivers up top to the right, the far side of the field. Single receiver to the left. 4th down and 5 from the 17. Warriors go hard count. Now they're going to look to throw. They're going to take a shot across the middle, and it was almost intercepted by Owen Riley, but the Tigers hold. Owen Riley read that perfectly from a safety spot. It gives the Tigers a chance here, Bill. 11:57 to go. This is eerily similar to the Fort Fry game a few weeks ago as the Tigers trailed 28-16. The only thing, if you're Marietta, is, I mean, it is coming down right now in sheets.
Yeah, that was the second great job there by Owen Riley on that possession there, and 2 different times he stepped in and knocked the ball down and stepping into that passing lane and giving now Marietta offense another opportunity. 11:57 to go here, fourth quarter. Marietta trailing, looking for a little bit of momentum here offensively.
Warden sends a man in motion. He's going to look to throw. Slant pattern across the middle. Caught by Riley. Makes a man miss. Now another. He's going to go down the left sideline. Riley across the 40. And he's going to be up in it at the 45-yard line. Owen Riley picks up a Tiger first down. And now a penalty flag flies late. This will be a post-play flag.
Boy, I just don't know where it's going to go. I don't know if it's going to be a late hit.
Sideline
over on that far side.
There it is. They've been warned once. So actually, I think it came out accidentally. The official picked it up.
Okay.
I don't think it was a flag on the plays.
We'll take that.
So it'll bring up 1st and 10 from the 44. 11:48 to go. Fourth quarter. Tigers trail by 12. With a quick hitch to Riley on this near side, and Owen's going to be hit after a gain of 3. And the Tigers will go hurry up here. 11:40 and counting, fourth quarter. 28-16 our score. Tigers will scrimmage from the 46-yard line of the Warriors. 2nd and 6 for Marietta.
I like the decision to go hurry up here. I didn't kind of speed up the tempo a little bit. Try to get Warren on their heels.
As they send 2 wingbacks and 2 wide receivers, Warden is going to look to throw. He's going to have to put it on the line, and it's going to be up and incomplete, but a penalty flag flies. This one's going to be a hold on that far side, I think, as the defender had a hold of Riley on that far side, and credit Drew there actually putting that ball on the line opposed to up in the air.
Yeah,
it was being uncatchable.
Right. He made it where it was a catchable ball, but he kind of threw that ball in territory where there was a possibility that there were some bad things could happen, but he saw that coverage over there, almost like he saw the hand fighting going on that far side, and threw it out there just trying to force the hand of the defense there, and ultimately he ends up getting a fresh set of downs.
And a driving rainstorm. The Tigers 1st and 10 from the 38. Sweet play. Here goes Tornes trying to find the edge. He's going to get out and thrown out of bounds. Let's see if they mark him out. He's going to be out at the 36-yard line. Tigers continue to hurry up here with 11:04 to go. And they'll scrimmage from the Warren 36-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for Marietta.
So Tornes did get out of bounds there, I believe. No, I guess not.
Clock even now with the new rule wouldn't stop until they get it reset on out of bounds, similar to college. I forgot about that. As they're going to look to throw a little hitch pattern, ball's going to sail on Warden. That's how hard it's. I mean, by far the hardest it's rained all night right now, and it is coming down. You can hear it beating off the umbrellas of the audience in front of us. 3rd down and 8 for Marietta. It is 28-16 as Marietta scrimmages from the 36-yard line. You would assume if you got to go anything, Bill, it's got to be in the boundary here if you're going to throw it just because of how hard it's raining.
It's a risky pass all the way across the field. Looks like they're going to split Riley out on that far side.
Tornes the left wing, Chavez the right wing. They send Tornes in motion. They're going to look to throw. Drew's going to hold his feet. Now he's going to check down the Tornes. He has one man to beat. Tornes tries to get across the middle. A good open field tackle. Open field tackle, and Tornes takes a big hit. And it's going to be a loss of 1, and Tornes is going to go down here with 10:26 to go. There is a Tiger down, and it's 28-16. It'll be 4th down and 9. We're going to take a quick timeout, but we'll be right back.
1 or 2 or 10 things have changed since I got in the real estate business. Hi, this is Steve McCarthy of McCarthy Real Estate. Gone are the days when folks just stopped by 318 2nd Street in Marietta. Now you can find McCarthy Real Estate on Facebook with weekly featured listings or MariettaRealEstate.com. We have real phones and cell phones and GPS, although we know our way around. McCarthy Real Estate since 1953. You don't need good luck to find us, but you'll have it when you do.
Tornes comes off under his own power. Good to see. 4th down and 9 now for Marietta. 10:26 to go. We're in the 4th quarter. And you almost, not to say, I'm not going to say it yet. 4th and 8. 4th and 9. Bill, if you're the Tigers here, do you take a shot and try to get something on a jump ball? Because the way it's raining right now, I mean, I don't know that you're going to complete any clean pass.
I think right now I would try to hit Owen Riley on that kind of a deep, almost a short post pattern, just to try to get it inside.
4th and 9. They're going to throw across the middle. Chavez is going to have it in and out of his hands, just a little behind him and low, and it'll be a turnover on downs. He had everyone beat across the middle, and it was just a little low. He got his hands on it, and it goes out. And honestly, boy, it's raining right now. I can't blame anyone for not being able to hold on to the ball or throw it. That was just an overall to even get it out of your hands. That was impressive. But it is a turnover on downs. And what I was getting ready to say, if you're Marietta, you can say the ifs and buts and you kind of wish, but you only wonder if it's not coming down in sheets and you're down 12 and you start on the drive with a dry ball, but the weather is part of the game and it is just continuing to come down. But right now it's playing in Warren's favor as they scrimmage from the Tiger 37. They give on the left, trying to work his way is Fairbanks. And he's going to get a couple on the play out to the 39. 9:58 to go here in this 4th quarter. 28-16, Warren with the lead.
Warriors are going to use up every bit of this play clock. You know they're going to try and use as much of this 4th quarter as possible, as they're able to fall forward for 2 yards there, Aaron. And down to 9:41 to go, and the Tigers just essentially running out of time, running out of possessions right now, and definitely ran out of weather.
From the 39, they sweep it Fairbanks right side, looking for some running room. Hit, breaks a tackle. Now he's going to be stood up by Teddy Bauer near the 40, and down he goes. And here comes the penalty, and this one I think is going to be on Marietta. And it's just not necessary. If this is on Marietta, they would have had him in 3rd and long, and a couple players got tangled up on that far side. Helmet comes off, and if this is on Marietta, it'll be 15 yards and a free first down for the Warriors. But let's see who they mark it on.
I think they're going to get number 60, Blake Bills, on that one, Aaron.
That's at least who's coming out of the game right now. And so it's offsetting penalties as they got both guys on it. And so Marietta takes Bills out smartly to let all cooler heads prevail. And so it'll bring up, the play should stand, should it not? 2nd and 8? Should be 3rd and 8, but maybe not. I thought it was post-play penalties. It should be 3rd down and 8. And I think that's what Coach Shobe's asking. 9:12 to go here in this 4th quarter. And that's a big deal if it's not 3rd down.
Well, there's been just so many weird things tonight. Like, yeah, it's this, the crew just seems like they just are a little bit out of sorts.
And the question now begs, why are they moving it back on Warren? From 2nd and 8, they move it back 2 yards to a 1st down and 10. This makes no sense. They need to get control of this. This has to be 3rd down, but now they have it marked at 1st and 10. No one knows what's going on right now. As Warren's going to take a shot downfield, ball's going to be tipped away by Owen Riley. Good coverage. And I don't know that we know what down it is. It's going to mark it at 2nd and 10. So I'm going to reset this. It was a 2nd down and 8, I believe, after the gain of 2. And so the 15-yard penalties I thought were post-play. And instead of giving them the 2 yards,
they gave him a full set of downs.
They reset. So they must have said it was during the play and it was a repeat of 1st downs. That's the only thing that makes sense right now. And I think that's what they said was it happened during the play. Offsetting penalties would reset the 1st down. And that would be correct. But it looked like the penalty flags were thrown after the play. But we'll have a 2nd down and 10. And I think they're going to get things sorted out as Coach Payton takes the timeout. We're going to take a breath. 8:57 to go, 4th quarter. 12-point game remains. It's Warren 28, Marietta 16. We'll be right back.
Tonight's Tiger game made possible in part by the Mannix Allen Group at Merrill. They're located at 294 Front Street in downtown Marietta. Bill Mannix, a longtime local coach in our area, and Mackenzie Allen, the current president of Marietta Noon Rotary. They know that pursuing good outcomes takes preparation, hard work, execution, and being a part of the community. The same should hold true in business. Call Bill Mannix, Mackenzie Allen, and Sandra Crosby at 740-568-7860 to discuss the goals you want to pursue. Merrill Lynch, Pierce, Fenner & Smith Incorporated, registered broker-dealer, registered investment advisor, member SIPC, and a wholly owned subsidiary of Bank America Corporation.
It's Dave Allen for Parmar Stores. The most wonderful time of the year is here. Of course, I'm talking about football season, and your local Parmar store is ready. Whether you're heading to the game or just catching it at home, Parmar has everything you'll need, from the drinks to the snacks and so much more. Download the Parmar app and sign up for the Parmar rewards cards for even more savings. West Virginia, Ohio, Maryland, Kentucky, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. Happy football. And if there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
8:43 to go, screen to the left, and Warren's going to get 12 yards on the play. Set up a nice screen, and it ended up 3rd down and 10. I'll tell you what, to take you back, just to reset, because there was some confusion before we went to break. Warren and Marietta both had 15-yard penalties on a 2nd down and 8. Instead of resetting the down, they set it to 1st and 10. Warren ran a play. It was going to be 2nd and 10. We come back from break, it's 3rd and 10. And so now it's 1st and 10 after the screen pass, and what matters is the ball is now at the 50-yard line. What a wild sequence. And a give up the middle. Here goes Fairbanks. He breaks across the middle of the line and down to the 40. He gets 10 on the play. And with 8:25 to go, 9 on the play is where they're going to mark him. 28-16, but to finish that thought, if you're Coach Payton, I'm probably more upset because I called a play on 1st and 10 thinking I had 10 yards to go, opposed to 8 yards to go. And then I lose it down after it.
Well, it's unfortunate the whole situation happened. It's been a very confusing football game.
2nd down and 1. Warren lines up, with 7:59 to go in this fourth quarter, leading by 12 from the Tiger 41. They give on the up the middle to Fairbanks, and he's met and dropped, but not before he picks up a first down. 7:50 to go in this fourth quarter. It is Warren 28, Marietta 16, and they have a 1st and 10 to the Warriors from the 43-yard line. Marietta lost Seth Britton right before halftime. They had a drive that he came in maybe for a play or two, just couldn't quite go, though, and so not that it impacts the game. I'm not saying it changes anything as far as the score goes, but Seth, that just kind of takes you out, and plus being down, Marietta has had to go more to a gun look.
Well, as much as it hurts the offense, it hurts the defense just as much, honestly.
As Seeley comes out of the shotgun, he gives left side, and that's a nice run by Carr. Marietta trying to strip it, and Carr gets 6 on the play. It's 2nd and 4 now with 7:13 to go here in the fourth. 28-16 our score. Warren just trying to salt this one away. If they pick up a first down here, if you're Marietta, you have to start thinking about timeouts. And what has not stopped tonight, since Marietta got their last possession, is this rain that just continues to come down hard. If this was a grass field, we would be in a lot of mud.
I think I've played on this field in a lot of mud.
Yes, you have. 2nd and 5 from the 33 of Marietta. Warren gives right side, trying to work at the Carr, who stood up, and maybe a gain of 1 on the play. 6:30 to go. 3rd down and 3. And Warren will have 3rd and 3. And so if you go back to the Twin State League title, it is Fort Fry on top of Point Pleasant. So if Warren could hold on, they would win a league championship. Marietta got some of the help they needed if they could come back and win this from a playoff standpoint. But at this point, they're just fighting for their lives in this game as far as extending any kind of play. 3rd down and 4 with 5:56 to go. Warren continuing to work the clock. It'll be under 10 when this ball snapped on the play clock, and under 6 minutes in this fourth quarter. 28-16 our score. Warren gives. Carr going to get to the second level and pick up a first down at the 25-yard line. Give the credit right now to this Warren offensive line. They're just wearing Marietta down, and they're doing it up front. And you have a lot of Marietta Tigers out there as I look at the numbers that are in fact, if not all 11, definitely 9 of the 11 that I can count down there are both offensive and defensive guys, and I think it's just taking a toll right now.
Well, I tell you, that's what happens when you play a big physical football team and you have that many Iron Man players playing on both sides of the ball. It just absolutely wears you down.
Warren gives right side. Fairbanks just doing some work as he's going to carry some tacklers down to the 15-yard line. And another Warrior first down. Let's see if he's short. I think he's right on where he had to be. It was from the 25. He got to the 15. There's a first down. Under 5 minutes to go. 4:59 to go. 28-16 Warriors with the lead. Warren coming into this game 6-3. Marietta 6-3. A lot of on the line, and just one that if you're Marietta, you lose your back in the first half, and a give left side. And picking up a couple here, I believe that was Carr, but going back to the thought of Marietta offensively, Bill, it's a 21-16 game at halftime. And you come out and you spent most of the first half having to go into somewhat of a different offense because you lose your halfback. Fry also not available tonight, so you lose the second halfback as well. And so you're down to one running back. So Marietta had to go a little different look offensively, and it's just – Warren's able to stop that because it's not something Marietta's worked all year.
Yeah, when they were only down to pretty much only Kobe Alexander right now to run the football, what you would hope.
As the give left side to Carr, he's going to pick up another Warren first down inside the 5.
But to finish that thought, what you would hope is your ability to hopefully have a dual threat essentially on your offense and be able to spread the ball out and run the ball, obviously, but be able to throw the ball and have success doing that as well to change that game plan up. But unfortunately, it's forced Marietta into the passing game here tonight, but just in time for the rain.
It's not an excuse. I mean, Warren, don't take anything away. No excuse, but there's also a reality to all this as well. And another reality is Warren's won the battle up front here late, midway through the third and into the fourth. As soon as I say that, Teddy Bauer comes in and throws the backpack on a first down and goal from the 4, a loss of 3, maybe 4 on the play. We're at the 3:12 mark here in the fourth quarter, 28.
Well, I tell you,
16.
3:12 mark of the fourth quarter here, Aaron, and I think that's the first tackle for loss that has happened here for the Tigers. That was a no-doubter. I mean, with penetration. Good job there by Teddy Bauer wrapping up the ball carrier and throwing him down. Now 2nd down and 7 here, but a 2nd and goal from the 7 for the Warriors.
Tigers 2nd and goal, or Warriors 2nd and goal from the 7. As they look to throw now. They have a wide open wide receiver and Pepper, touchdown Warren. 34-16. They snuck Pepper out from the tight end spot. They faked the run to the right. And a nice throw by Seeley to Pepper for their 2nd touchdown of the night. And that one probably should seal it. 34-16 with the point after attempt pending. What a game tonight by Warren. Marietta hampered by some things, as we were just talking about, that is not maybe the norm. And Warren's taking advantage of it here. 2:39 to go. Point after attempt is up and good. New score. It is Warren 35, Marietta 16. We'll be right back.
These days, you've been giving more. Now it's our turn. When you get your primary care from Memorial Health System, you get same or next day appointments, access to 24-hour nurse line, and now free virtual urgent care with our Memorial Care Now app. It's the great primary care you'd expect. Fast, online treatment anytime for common urgent conditions. To learn more, visit mhsprimarycare.org today. Memorial Health System's primary care. Expect more.
Mid-Ohio Valley football fans, discover the comprehensive online insight and coverage offered by MOVGridiron.com. Join Brett Hauer as he brings you exclusive interviews with coaches and players, detailed written stories, and dive deep into Game of the Week coverage. Plus, stay up to date with the latest stats and expert analysis throughout the entire season. If you're passionate about high school football, MOVGridiron.com is your go-to online destination for everything you need. Visit MOVGridiron.com today, where football lives online.
Warren set to kick off. 2 minutes and 39 seconds. This one's going to squirt through the wickets of Marietta and get into the end zone. As Chavez will cover it up. 2:35 to go here in the fourth. Warren 35, Marietta 16.
Good job by Chavez. They're just using his gourd, Aaron, letting that one go all the way into the end zone.
Do you know the difference, though, Bill, between a gourd and a pumpkin? I don't. Is there a difference? I know it's used as like a term of a heady play, but I don't know if there's a difference in a gourd and a pumpkin. I should know this. And I should have Googled it before I asked the question, but I didn't. So 2:35 to go here in the fourth. 35-16, Warriors with the lead. And as we'll tick off the clocks here, or the time here in the fourth quarter, it will be one of those situations where, as the Tigers come with the wing back, and they're going to look to throw with 2 wide receivers. Warden pump fakes. He's going to throw a nice ball down the field, and it's going to be incomplete, but pass interference called as he was looking for Lucas Miller. But again, we'll take the fans through it. Marietta gets the ball as it was an onside kick to start the game. They had all the momentum after they recovered it. They scored a touchdown, making it 7-0. And then it was Warren, though, on the couple plays later offensively. They hit a 48-yard touchdown strike. And I thought it was a pass interference call. It was. Okay. So Warren makes it 7-7. Marietta gets a field goal, making it 10-7. Warren scores the next 2 touchdowns on big chunk plays down the field. They're able to get a 40-yard and a 20-yard touchdown to make it 21-10. Marietta strikes Owen Riley, caught one off of a defender and into the end zone. He went 21-16 after the failed point after attempt. And that was our halftime score. Warren came out, though, here in the second half and has scored 2 more touchdowns to make it 35-16 as Warden's going to throw as the rain has subsided pretty much. But that is to my next thought, is the pass is going to be incomplete, is when Marietta had to they're down one, score 21-16. They're down a touchdown or a little less than a touchdown. But in that scenario where Seth Britton's out of the game, Fry's not in the game, so you're down to one running back, they had to go more shotgun, single back look, threw them off a little bit. And then when they have to go through the air, it just starts coming down in sheets. Credit, though, to Warren for taking advantage of all those scenarios. As Warren's going to throw far side, ball caught on that far side. Owen Riley bumped out of bounds, and that'll be a first down for Marietta. But credit Warren for making Marietta in those situations that they're already uncomfortable in, making them even more comfortable. And then when they get the ball back offensively, they just continue to pound. So give them credit.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they put together a pretty good game plan here tonight, and they executed it. They limited mistakes. They didn't turn the ball over, and they didn't get penalized a whole lot either.
Warden's going to throw down the middle, as Chavez, and the ball's knocked away. Last second. Boy, a nice coverage down here. I'm not exactly who's got in there. I thought it was number 5 and Peyton. And so it'll bring up second down and 10, 2:01 to go. Tigers will finish the season, Bill, at 6-4. We'll play out this final 2:01, down 35-16. Warren will move to 7-3, and they're going to capture a league championship because you would assume that score would hold in Fort Fry as Marietta throws across the middle, and the ball is going to be incomplete at the 35, and now a penalty flag is going to fly down here on this near side on the sideline, and it's going to be a sideline warning. So a minute 56 to go. Warren has a shot, an outside shot of the playoffs with this win. I don't know those complete scenarios of what they would need, but coming into the night, I think it was like 28% that they had a chance. This is going to be a big win for points for them. And so the Tigers, again, will finish that season. I don't see any way that they would get in at 6-4 in that region. It's just too much. And they will go to 1-2 in the league. And they will say goodbye to some good seniors. We'll get to those after this Warden throw on 3rd down and 10. And he's going to heave it across the middle, and it's going to be incomplete, in and out of the hands. 2 wide receivers were crossing in front of each other. But how about Seth Britton, Skylar Adams, who got injured before the season started? Junior Bass played really good 5 games for Marietta. Drew Warden, Brody Alexander, Carson Chavez, Easton Tucker, Braxton Lang, Brian Depew, Charlie Merrill, Dakota Jackson, Isaac Clintworth, Blake Bills, and Grady Hartline and Aiden Wilkinson, the 15 seniors for the Marietta Tigers, Bill. And what great careers they've had to really help usher these this Marietta program to the next level after last year and the good season that Marietta had, and then getting Marietta back to over 500 for the first time since 2002. The senior class, a nod to them.
Yeah, really. I mean, they've done a great job this year, and it's obviously they're going to miss out on a few key goals as to where they started this season out, but a lot of good things to hang their heads on, and in a really productive senior season.
Hook and lateral on this near side. Marietta tries it on a 4th down and 10, and out of bounds to go. So Warren will be able to take a sack, take a knee, allows us to get into statistics. We'll get into those here, made possible tonight by the Mannix Allen Group, located at 294 Front Street in downtown Marietta. Thanks to Bill Mannix, Mackenzie Allen, Sandra Crosby. Our Fry Dental Group big drill player of the game tonight is going to be Owen Riley. He had a really good game receiving the football, played well defensively. He had the touchdown catch for the Tigers, so Owen Riley will be our Fry Dental Group big drill player of the game tonight. Congratulations to him. And defensively for the Tigers, you're going to have to go Kobe Alexander for the sack of the game. Although there was no sack, Kobe all over the place defensively tonight. Tonight, our sack of the game made possible by your hometown proud local IGA store to sack that big grocery list and save big money while you're doing it. Keep your grocery dollars local. It's Warren's Plaza IGA on the corner of Muskingum and Colgate Drive to sack your groceries with weekly specials. Make sure you visit them for the sack of the game. Kobe will get a $10 gift card good to Warren's Plaza IGA on Muskingum Drive. There's one knee they handed it off by the Warren Warriors out near the 50-yard line. They get a couple on it, and so Bill, again, the 6-4 season for Marietta, the first since 2002, and while the seniors, this one will sting, they'll look back one day and see they were part of two really inaugural seasons to get this Marietta program back on track.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely can hang their hat on a successful season. But, as a former player, you're going to look back at this game right here, and this one's not going to be an easy one to swallow. Losing to Warren and obviously the loss to Williamstown was another big one, just a few weeks ago. And
it's one of those two where again, we talked about it, Warren taking advantage of the opportunities they were given, including when Marietta's down, have to go to the air, and the rain continues, and Warren takes advantage of it, plays good defensively, and then when they get the ball back, they just dominate up front late in this game, Warren has. So that was impressive. And then, again, with Seth Britton out, Marietta going to a little bit of defense, different look offensively. Credit Warren, as this is going to be a run up the middle. And with 14 seconds, that should do it here. But credit Warren, when Britton does go out, they couldn't stop Kobe Alexander towards the end of the first. They made adjustments to that one back look, and they stopped him in the second half. So the Warren Warriors tonight are going to come away 35-16, our final here from Vincent. Bill, final thoughts as we wrap things up tonight.
Well, successful season for the Tigers as far as wins and losses go. And, something those 15 seniors are going to be able to hang their head up on, and, quite a few wins and, statistically the best win-loss record they've seen in 20 years. And, but they left a lot out there on the field here tonight and early on in the season with a couple of losses that